Okay.
Welcome to everyone from Georgia. I am Ellen Schallenberg, a young ambassador. I am honored to be a part of this amazing conference, where young people share new vision and projects all over the world. Youth is the first of which the development of the country has always stood. Youth are the drivers of positive change in the world. I'm sure, as always, we will learn a lot from each other today. I want to um, I I want to wish all young people success and thank them very much. Many thanks to the all teachers who provided information about this an important conference. Many thanks to Mr. Pish, our founder, who has placed the education of the whole world in one space. Many thanks to the creator of the project, Miss Inga kharchilava, and her dedicated team. And now I want to say special thanks to our guests of honor who are with us today, the educators of the world, and will support the young as well as share their important knowledge with us. Okay. Dear Inga, please tell me something.
Thank you, dear. Thank you very much, dear Ellen. We are proud of you and all the young people who are trying to change the world for the better today. I'm very happy. It is, very important for me to see so many lit lights. You are our hope for a bright future. Yes, a good future is in your hands and you have to fight for it. Thank you very much to all the guests of honor who are with us today and support us. I am really speechless. Your support is very important for us. Many thanks to the young people and the, of course, teachers. Many thanks to all participants from around the world. Special thanks to our founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit, who always supports us. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. Many thanks to my dear sister from Croatia, dear Nada Ratkovic. She is always with us and supports us. Many thanks to my Miss Shalale, the director of IIU Azerbaijan. She also always with us. Okay, thank you very much all. And again, best wishes to all of you and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Inga. Your word is very important for us and for IIU. Okay, this is why this project is important. Student, teacher, guest of honor, all try to solve the problem together. Sustainable development goals are very important for us. We must all fight together to introduce their problem by 2030. Before we start the conference, let me introduce IIU and our founder. International Internship University is a leading virtual education system and global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trusted name worldwide and well reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is a trust name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metaprosing the conventional education system by carrying down the additional costs and provided access to more than 1,000 class courses and internships to their learners across the globe. With the help of its 1,000 class global educators. IIU has formed these four councils, namely Women Entrepreneurs Council, International Students Development Council, International Youth Development Council, and International Council of Educators. The main objective behind the councils is to provide support in every respect to the students, youth, women entrepreneurs, and educators. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit. My great respect and gratitude to you. A committed and inspiring social activist, passionate education from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. He has publicized the World Education Policy, One Education, One Foundation, One World. The visionary Page Pani had just one dream. No child should be deprived of education. He is working towards it day and night. He is safeguarding and promoting education and well-being of learners at all time of life. Is committable. The sky is the limit for your dedication and hard work. You are a source of inspiration for us young people and not only young people. Thank you very much for all you do to make education shine. God bless you and give you strength. Please keep up the amazing and important work. Okay. And now, I would like to warmly welcome a very important person for IIU and for us, who is always with us and support us. Georgian especially love and respect him because he has a pure heart and soul. They appreciate his amazing work. Yes.
Yeah, Nada Ratkovich. Yes, Ellen. I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, this person is Professor Nada Ratkovich for Croatia. Welcome, dear. Please introduce yourself.
Wow. Thank you. I'm really happy, especially when amazing youth is calling me my dear ambassador, Elena. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And greetings from Croatia. Warm welcomes to all amazing guests from all around the globe, our great teachers from Europe and students from Europe. You are all welcome today at the new vision of Europe, new international conference. Yes, we had it before few days, and today we have again, and we will continue doing these great conferences because it is very important, especially why? Because the youth is the future of society. Our young generation simply needs this. They need to be renewed, refreshed, maintain the current status of society. So here, our youth will contribute their idea. They will give us energy. You know, my heart will today will be full of new energy. And the youth is here to resolve the issues, so many issues, socials we have, and they are already coming to be a leader. And what they are doing, they are making big difference in the lives of the others. So our youth is the future of tomorrow. In Europe, we are supporting a lot. We are all giving to our youth, to our students at every level. And if we talk about the nation building, the role of the youth in nation building is more important than you might think. In other words, what it means, it is an intelligence and work of the youth. Every country, all their ways, all their pathways of the success. So they are building our countries. Today, we will here have so many great students from Georgia, from Azerbaijan, from many countries today with us here. So we have youth and they are fighting and we with them fighting for youth equality, youth power and youth culture. This youth is giving us a power. So that is their right. That is their right for giving us strength and giving power. So how to connect? This is the way how we are connecting with people, not only across the European Union. We are focusing on the whole world. And this is the mission and vision of IIU, education for all, supporting especially the youth, empowering the youth, how we are empowering the youth through quality, through innovation, and we are giving them the recognition, the recognition. So let us start this amazing conference. I want to first call, we have amazing special guests, but today, especially, I don't know, I like to sing, so I will call our special guest with a song. So I think that maybe you will recognize from where she is coming. I will present her, but I will not tell her country. So this she is amazing Professor Maria Alicia Macchionda. She's a great educator. She's very famous all over the world. But now you will see from where she's coming. So let's start. Elena, please help me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. No, she's coming from Argentina. Welcome, welcome, great educator from Argentina, our great Maria. IIU stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much for your warm welcome. That is one of the reasons why I always say yes when I get an invitation from you. Yes, it's very nice to be here and feel we are a family, a global family, really. Could I share the screen or can't I?
You can share, you can.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see if I can, good. Yes. Good. First of all, I want to thank you very much for the invitation, since I consider that since you are discussing really the potential youth has to face the coming challenges, one of the things that is very important is education, really. And that is why I want to speak about education for sustainable development. I don't need to explain what the 2030 agenda is, because I've seen that you already discussed this. But within this set of goals that aim at diminishing, if not really making it disappear, the poverty in the world, we have goal number 4, which is education, which is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. But this goal cuts across all the other goals in the agenda, because education opens eyes and minds, and educators become agents of change. The concept of education for sustainable development was born from the need for education to address the growing environmental challenges facing the planet. In order to do this, education must change to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes that empower learners, these young people we are addressing today, yes, to contribute to enable a more sustainable and just society for all. Education for sustainable development is aimed at empowering learners to take informed decisions and responsible actions for environmental integrity, economic viability, and a just society for present and future generations, while respecting cultural diversity. In order to achieve the same, education must be strengthened in all agendas, programs, and activities that promote sustainable development. It is expected to promote holistic and transformational education, because this type of education addresses contents and outcomes. It's not just filling in minds, but letting people make use of everything they learn. And innovative pedagogy enhances learning by doing. So experiential learning should be at the core of the learning process in students. It will include whole school approach. That means that it's education does not happen only in the classroom, but in the interaction among teachers and students and all members in the school community. It is based in interactive learner-centered teaching, which enhances exploratory, action-oriented, and transformative learning. That is why problem-based learning is very much used from this perspective. Because in this way, we give learners the chance to develop their own criterion, because they develop their critical thinking through solving problems. And this enhances long life learning. They don't need a teacher to go on learning. They can go on learning on their own. And this expands the learning beyond formal education. So it happens in formal, non-formal, and informal education. The learning environment must adapt and apply a whole institution approach to embed the philosophy of sustainable development. These goals will be really achieved if we live what we teach and what we are told to learn. And building the capacity of educators and policy support at international, regional, national, and local levels will help drive these changes in learning institutions. This can be done by implementing scholarships so that educators and teachers exchange experiences, thus enriching their own repertoires to go back to their homelands. This would help globalization of education for sustainable development. Empowered youth and local communities interacting with education institutions become key actors in advancing sustainable development. It is crucial that all countries stimulate action to tackle the global challenges we face in order to grant the survival of humanity. We need to change the way we think and the way we act so as to achieve the same. We need to work, each one in our area, and all the world in collaboration for this change to be possible. Thank you very much. I hope I haven't taken too long for my presentation.
Big clap for our great Maria. No, you didn't take a long time. Thank you. Thank you for a great speech presentation, talking about the importance of sustainable development goals. Thank you. And that is very important for our students, and not only for our students, for all of us. Moving from Argentina to a country, a beautiful country with very modern technology, modern things, and we have an amazing guest, Dr. Srividya Sukumar from United Arabian Emirates. Welcome, Dr. Srividya.
Good evening, one and all. So nice of you to be here again on this platform with Dr. Nada and Dr. Inga, who has been devoting most of the time for the development of IIU. I'm so happy to reunite with you all on this platform of IIU. As we all know, it's an inspiration. IIU is just an inspiration for which is ignite young minds to take forward the goals, whichever goals it is, sustainable development goals or G20 goals or any other goals that we are going to talk about. And they're always in the first place, they're all over the world as such. And they're, as we all know, that they have been spreading in, they've spread out 195 countries, if I'm right, if I'm not wrong. And also, they have been contributing left, right, and center through and through under the great tutelage and the leadership of Mr. Piyush Pandit. So with due respects to everyone, the whole team of IIU and Mr. Piyush Pandit, sir, we would like to just continue with the conference. And it's so I'm so delighted and it's truly nostalgic for me today to be present before you in front of this youth, younger generation. You know what is youth? It's as simple as that. I have not prepared anything. I have not prepared a presentation. I'm sorry about it. I think I should have come prepared. Thanks for Miss Alicia. That was a very good, very nice presentation on education. However it is, talking about youth, one simple thing is that the foundation of every single state is the education of its youth. That's very important. So youth and education are inseparable. They are all united. They are integrated, moreover. And youth is not just the time of life, definitely. And because as we all see, it lies within yourself. It is just the state of mind. It is not a matter of about rosy cheeks, flared lips, and supple knees and everything. It's a matter of will, quality, determination, your vigor, your vision, and your mission, and how you take forward yourself. And it's just the freshness of deep springs of within yourself that springs outside to that, so that you will be able to evolve every single moment of your life. You know what's my tagline? I love to share my tagline with everyone over here on this platform. Celebrate, just celebrate life. That is where the key point is. Celebrate every single moment of your life so as to evolve as self. First, you bring the change within you, what is required. Don't let all these inflictions which from the environment to inflict you, to influence you. So celebrate every single moment of life, whether it is success or a failure, doesn't matter. Just celebrate it, live that moment so as to evolve as a person, as self, and then take it forward to the community and then to the country and to the so this is what is the tagline is. Once again, celebrate every single moment of your life so as to evolve as a person, as self, community, and the terrain. So once you enjoy doing whatever you are doing, then you're always there. You're always there. You will love life and you will just go ahead of it. And you know what is the power of youth? The power of youth is the common wealth of the entire world. The whole world is within your hands, within these 5 fingers. Every morning, get up to say there is nothing impossible with this 5 fingers. I'm sorry, 10 fingers. So we are going to give a punch. That should be the spirit of every day. Start every day with a positive note, such that you are able to contribute to the society with a smile on the face. And the smile comes from within. It illuminates from within. The enlightenment comes from within on your smile on your face, and you take it forward, not only to your family, not only to the community, but for the whole nation. If the young people faces the fates of the past and the present and the future, no segment of the society can match the power and the idealism and the enthusiasm and the courage of the young people. Believe that. You are born to win. You are born to lead. You are born to be idealistic. You are a born leader, and you will take it forward from within yourself. And you don't need anybody's support. You don't need any support from outside. All these influences are just contributors. They are all catalysts for a change, and the change that should happen from you, and you will be taking it forward. Be the change that you wish to see in the society. That is very, very important. And youth, as we all know, as we accept, youth is the hope of our future. The youth need to be enabled to become job generators instead of job seekers. Don't ever seek to go and ask for a job. Don't ask for an opportunity that you should be able to create it. You will create your own opportunity. And the best way to destiny is when you create it. When you create it, you will for it and you will achieve it, definitely. We have a powerful potential in our youth, and we must have the courage to change the old ideas and the practices so that we may direct their power towards the good ends. And will come with all the youth empowerment. Youth empowerment is a process where the children and the young people are encouraged to change their lives and take it forward to the community by addressing the situation, and they take the action to improve the access of all the resources. You just access whatever thing which is possible, whatever is coming into you, whatever that you have, work on that. Just work on what you have. What is a skill that you have, and improve yourself. Don't work on proving something. Work on improving something to begin such that you are able to bring a transformation in the society, and you will be able to take it forward. So this could be anything, psychological or community or organization or economic or socio or the cultural change that you would like to do. So definitely youth is the power. Youth is just the power to take it forward. And I live in solitude, which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. That's what is the message I have here to say. But there is one beautiful thing that I would like to share. Having given a chance, where the mind is without fear. That's a poem which I've penned, but I would like to dedicate it for the youth generation on this platform. If Ms. Nada would allow me to do so. Can I go ahead, Ms. Nada?
Yes, of course. Yes, yes. Our great Dr. Srividya, I didn't say she's a transformation coach. So we need to give her all.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Where the mind is without fear. Just take out fears. Take out all the doubts from your mind. You are born to win. You are the winner. You will never give up, and you will be so resilient. You are a born leader. You will be able to bring the change in the society. All these sustainable development goals, whether it is go poverty, go hunger, or education for quality education, anything for peace, injustice, whatever it is, who is going to do it? You are going to do it because you are so very powerful. The deepest fear it is not that we are inadequate. Our fear is that we are powerful beyond our measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that weakens us or frightens us. Often we doubt ourselves. Am I brilliant? Am I gifted? Am I talented? Am I fabulous? Am I optimistic? Why not you? Actually, why? Who are you not to be, dear? You are skillful. You are blessed. You are successful. You are born to win. Your playing small does not going to serve the world. It shrinks down the opportunities for you. We are all meant to shine. We are all born to manifest the glory from within ourselves. It is not in just some of us or one of us. It is there in every one of us. Every single person has this illumination, enlightenment within them. We need to look into ourselves rather than looking into the outside world. The workshop from within emits that light, whatever that we ask for. It ignites the indomitable spirit and the positive energy that will help us to cross the transformation. That means you will be crossing all hurdles and you will be able to bring in the transformation. It illuminates the light from within to carry the beam above and beyond. With the illumination of light, we become enlightened with knowledge. We go find, engage, explore, express We try to create, we try to collaborate, we try to communicate, we try to contribute, we try to catalyst for change, and such that with all these processes, our change will happen. So we become enlightened with knowledge. We get liberated from ourselves, from our fears and doubts. We develop faith, focus, and dedication and zeal. We start walking those extra miles of hardship that is required in the process with the belief there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. But the journey is not always smooth. The road to success is not straight, dear. There is always a curve called failure and a loop called confusion. Never give up. But if you spare called determination, an engine called perseverance, with a protected insurance called faith, driven by the driver called Almighty, we will make it to the destiny, a place called success. And the destiny that you create, that you created the destiny. This is the quintessence of the positive success formula, derived and achieved. And we all will do it. But this success formula, be careful, it is very infectious. It doesn't stop with one. It starts from one and it just inflicts the society, because you are born to shine. Those who bring sunshine to others cannot keep it within themselves. They will inspire, ignite, inflict, innovate to enlighten, empower, exemplify, and evolve the society. And the success saga continues with all the youth who are there here on this platform. Thank you so much. That's the message that I wanted to convey. My sincere thanks to Ms. Nada, Ms. Inga for giving me this opportunity. And I'm sure that the youth will be able to take it forward. I love you all here. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you, dear.
We also love you so much. Thank you for a great formula, for sharing the formula. I said before, our great Dr. Silvia, she's a transformation coacher. So this is only one of the things she can do. She if she have time, she wouldn't finish till tomorrow, but she will be again with us, and she is here to support you, to our great youth. So this message, this speech, really empowering for all, not only for the youth, for all the educators, and for our great audience who we are now. Thank you, audience, for being with us. You are all amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Srividyawa. From United Arabian Emirates, I'm moving to Peru. And from Peru, we have a great also educator, our great Dr. Rubin Garcia. Dr. Rubin, welcome.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
You are in the car.
Yeah, I'm driving to college.
Yes.
Innovation, new innovation.
You know, but this is very nice because I can see the same thing when you are driving is because you are going to your destiny. It is the same as education. Education should be done with a purpose. You should know when to start and when to finish something that you are getting as knowledge. But not all is knowledge, you know, that we know as hard skills. Because we also have to take into account the soft skills. So the right combination, the right balance between both of them is that you get the great progress and the achievement to become not only a better professional, but a better person, which is the most important thing in life. Education as a tool for success. As I said before, tool. So how many tools do a student need to have? And how do we have to apply them? This is very important because, for example, education in Peru, higher education starts when a Peruvian student finishes high school. When does the average Peruvian student finish high school? When he or she is 16 years old. 16 years old, and they have to decide what to study, what is going to be the profession. And most of them feel under pressure from their family members or their parents. You have to study this, you have to study that. Or they don't have enough time to be mature enough to choose, to select the right occupation or the right profession. They need a vocational test, yes, but that is not enough. In other countries, after high school, you have an extra preparation. We are talking about Mexico, for example, Spanish-speaking countries. In those years of getting ready to university after high school, you get the necessary tools in order to be empowered enough to select the right profession that you would like to pursue. This is very important because in here, for example, universities, some students, when they are in the third year of university, they change their minds and they change their careers. And sometimes they are changing because they are not sure about what to study. And talking about soft skills, something that we need to empower students is leadership. If you are a leader since you are very young, you are going to be independent enough to have your own, to make your own decisions. Again, education is a tool. And as a tool, we need how to use it. And university, not only university, but high school, elementary school, need to show how to use the tools, give the tools and have to use them. Because in most education realities, they just give the tools, but they don't show students how to use them. Greetings from Lima, Peru. Thank you, IIU.
Thank you, dear Professor Rubin Garcia. Thank you. And I thought when I see that car that is a car who start to fly or some kind of innovation. Thank you so much for joining us. We know you are traveling, so thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks to you.
Now from Peru, we are moving to Azerbaijan. From Azerbaijan, we have an amazing educator. She is well known in Europe and all around the globe. She is respected, Meriban Zia, a digital content creator, MCE, MIEE, MGM, and she's a graduate from the Azerbaijan State of Oil Industry Universal Chemical Engineering. She holds an MBA. She has been organizing numerous local, international educational conferences and competitions. She's a founder of MIE Azerbaijan, an innovative learning network communities, a successful startup author. So welcome, dear and respected Meriban Zia. Enlighten us with your speech. And we are really honored to have you for the first time on our IIU Great Stage. Welcome.
Yes, so welcome.
Thank you. I greet everyone. I thank the organizers for the invitations. I am Meriban Zia from Azerbaijan. I work 24 hours a day with great passion, believing that education can change the world for the better. This activity serves not one of the sustainable development goals, but several at the same time. Recently in the Restoring Minecraft competition, which we implemented together with the organization I partnered with the college of the students of the world to restore for sustainable development. Later, we started the famous Be Healthy, Be Happy project. In this competition, students developed project-based learning skills and inspired people to eat healthy with kitchen examples. Currently, we have started a new project that serves sustainable development goals. This project is called You Be Friend. And I invite those who follow us to join this project. With your permission, I will share my screen and give more details. Bees are creatures that play an extremely important role for the world's ecosystem. Okay?
Yes, you can. And also, we want to congratulate you for the great competition you were making before 2 months, where so many students from the world joined. It was really great with the cooking, and you are going widely through the world. Congratulations.
Yes, they're also my students. Thank you.
Also, your daughter Ellen was
My
cooking.
daughter and also my students. And thank you so much, dear, for the opportunity. Yes.
Thank you, Coral. Okay, I continue. Bees are creatures that play an extremely important role for the world's ecosystem. These creatures ensure the reproduction of plants for pollination flowers and contribute to the functioning of such natural ecosystems. At the same time, beehives, which are collective habitats of bees, are also important for maintaining the natural cycle. However, in recent years, factors such as increased economic activity, environmental pollution, and climate change threats the bees' livelihood. And these threats can lead to the endangerment of bee generations and the destruction of natural ecosystem as a result. Understanding the role of bees in protecting bees and biodiversity is extremely important in combating this. For this purpose, steps should be taken to protect the habitats of bees, ensure the natural balance of health, and ensure that bees are fed and reproduce in a healthy way. By protecting the habitats of bees, increasing the vegetation around them, and reducing the use of toxic chemicals and environment where bees can live in a healthy way can be created. Also, beekeeping activity can help to protect bees. For example, beekeepers can manage beehives to ensure bees live a healthy life and contribute to the functioning of the natural ecosystem. In conclusion, bee conservation is of great importance to preserve biodiversity and sustain natural ecosystems. For this purpose, steps should be taken to protect bee habitats and support beekeeping activities. In this way, the important role of bees can be continued and the balance of natural ecosystem can be preserved. In your Be Friend project, students age 16 will challenge people from the position of bees. And the best thing is that each student will make this challenge in their native language. The student will record the video and send it to the email address on the poster in the join the competition. I show this email address. Okay, what? This project will also serve as a sustainable development goals by developing students modern learning space and challenging people to protect biodiversity. Once again, I call the target audience, urging us to participate in the IIU Befriend project. I conclude my speech. Thank you all for your attention. Thank you, dear Inga, dear Shalala Hanım, and all participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, great teacher Zia. This 6-month project is really a big challenge and it is very important, very interesting because as you explain us for the bees and yes, all the students from the secondary school will make a video in the native language and participate in the competition. And not only what they are participating in this international student competition, they will make, I can say they will contribute to the environment, to the health, to the society all over the globe. So what do bees want? What do bees want from? How bees want? What bees want? So send your video presentation in your native language and be here in this great Meriba Zia's project and innovative network learning. Best wishes for your work and for all.
Great, wonderful, wonderful.
And thank you for joining us today. We are really honored to have our great teacher Mary Banzia at IIU and on our stage giving this presentation and calling all for participating in this big important competition. So now, thank you. We are moving from Azerbaijan to Indonesia. And from Indonesia is coming a beautiful lady, a beautiful I can say certificate NLP master, entrepreneur, practitioner, therapist, emotional intelligence trainer, certified entrepreneurship, a business coach, mental health advocate, and she's the owner of the Bliss. And always, my dear students, I hope that our great next guest will have also a big influence on you, because when I see her, when I talk with her, I always think about my health. So she is doing the best and you can learn from her so many things. She's a big coach, trainer. So dear Hediana Nufika, my great friend, welcome.
Hello, my dear. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. First of all, my biggest gratitude to the organizer for beautiful introduction also from Professor Nada, then lovely invitation from Dr. Inga, and of course our Pius Pandit sir for organizing this event. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So we all know that we are here for the IIU Youth, and yeah, we are going to talk about sustainable development goals, right? So today I want to talk about one of the most pressing issues that our world is facing today, right? It's our sustainable development goal, because we all know that the United Nations has set forth 17 sustainable development goals, which aim to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. And it's not really easy work to do, right? Because we have to work in many things. So my message in this special youth conference, I think I want to encourage the students that you all have a critical role play in achieving these goals by joining hands with like-minded people, individuals, and organizations, and you can make a real difference in the world. So let's take a moment to reflect on why we need to be a part of sustainable development goals and how can we take action towards achieving them. Because young people, you are the future of this world, like Professor Nada have said it, and it's up to you to take up the challenge of sustainable development. And there are many ways you can get involved in the SDGs, whether it through your studies involve SDGs, whether it through your communities or your personal life. So you can help to raise awareness about SDGs and at the end the need for sustainable development. And you can work to promote the goals in your own life and the life of others. So the first step to being part of the SDGs is to understand them. Like first, we must understand the importance of sustainable development, right? Because our planet is facing several challenges, including climate change, environmental degradation, and social inequality. So the sustainable development goals are a framework to help us address these challenges and create a better world for ourselves and future generation. And I do believe the IIU audience already have basic understanding in this, right? So I encourage you to the youth and to many people as well to do research, the SDGs, and learn more about the specific goals and targets. Because why we need to do a specific goals? Because if we talk about the 17 SDGs goal, it's all important. It connects to one and another. But when we want to make a real impact and take action, we have to make it more specific, right? And once you have a good understanding of the SDGs, you can begin to develop a strategy and action plan for how you can contribute them. So one way to get involved is to join or create sustainability club or group in your school, your campus, or in your community at your home. So these groups can work together to raise awareness about the SDGs and to implement projects and initiatives that support the goals. Because this is the big things. We have to work together collaboratively with another people. We cannot make a bigger impact if we start alone. That's why we have to socialize and make a contribution in a community. And you can also look for internship or volunteer opportunities with organizations. They are working on sustainable development issues. And secondly, we need to take action, right? So we talk about strategies and of course we need to take action. So we might not just be aware of the sustainable development goals, but also take active steps to contribute towards achieving them. And we need to do this in several ways, such as simple by reducing our carbon footprint, advocating for policies that promote sustainable development and support sustainable businesses, and volunteering for organizations working towards achieving the goal. So this what IIU has been doing and I have witnessed. It's really great because it's like we are advocating people and we make people know what is sustainable development goals. We educate people. So we already get the first place, the basic for the people that we need to address it, so they get the education, and then we can start make a strategic planning to the youth, like how we can contribute to the society. And we can build it, that critical thinking by addressing them a specific challenge that, and also what kind of action that they need to talk about it. And now I think it's important also to talk about the strategy and action plan. And the first step is identify the sustainable development goals that resonate with you the most. Like, let's say you have a community or a club in your school or in your campus, but it doesn't resonate with you. Maybe you can join in the first meeting, in the second meeting, but if it doesn't really belongs to what you're calling, that you might get bored, or maybe it can overwhelm you in this specific time. So it's better to choose what resonates with you the most. And I think each of us has a unique interest and passions, and we must leverage this to contribute toward achieving the goals, because we cannot say, okay, what I like is same with A, B, C, D. So each of us has really potential, unique contribution, and we have to work on it. And next, we need to research and understand the issues related to the goals we have identified, because this will help us develop a plan of action that is relevant and effective. Like, okay, we got so many ideas, we got so many things, but we also have to be aware what is the reality in the place, field, in the society as well. So we need to do research for it, and we can then set the measurable goals and timelines to track our progress towards achieving those goals. Like, we can simply start with SMART goals. I think most audience in here probably have know what is SMART goals. We have to make a specific measurable goals so we can track those things easily and much more better than we simply make basic goals. And finally, we must also collaborate with others to amplify our impact. Like I have said, when we want to work in the bigger things, of course, we cannot forget the contribution of another people. We have to collaborate with them, and we can work with our peers, teachers, parents, and community members also to create a collective effort toward achieving the sustainable development goals. So I think my cat really wants to join with us. To conclude my
Yes.
I really urge all of you, whether it's the youth or even us as adults, to join the movement towards sustainable development goal. And let's work together to create a better world for ourselves and also for our future generation. Because remember, even though I have said like we need to do collaboratively, we need to take in a community, one thing we have to remember that every action counts, no matter how small or big it is. Okay, so let's take action today and be the change we wish to see in the world. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, we need to take actions to be in the world. Thank you. Thank you so much, Herdiana. Wonderful speech, wonderful message. You really inspire our youth. Thank you. Thank you so much, because our great Herdiana is always with us. And yes, she needs to be with us because you hear what she say, what power her words, her message have for our youth. So we will now see what it means for our youth, because it comes the time to call our great teacher Shalala Mamada from Azerbaijan to present her students. Now the students are on the order. Please, Shalala, welcome.
Good evening, dear Nada. Good evening, dear Inga. Good evening, dear participants. I'm very happy to be tonight with you. After, after listening to such inspirational speeches, only one thought comes into your mind. I can do everything. Everything is possible. Thank you for giving our youth such inspiration. And now I'd like to invite to give the floor to an amazing teacher whom I'm happy to know from 2022 ELT program provided by North Carolina University for Azerbaijani teachers, Ayten Mehremova. If you can hear me, dear, go ahead.
I can. Yeah, thank you very much. Today, I'm so happy and honored, delighted to participate here with such great command team here. I'm so delighted. I'm honored. I greet all of you, every one of you. My great warmings from Azerbaijan to every one of you participants. I say guest members. Thank you very much. And today I want to talk about sustainable goals. I think goal 2, zero hunger. Can I share the screen, please?
You can.
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you. Just a moment, my computer is processing. Okay. Okay. Now I think my name is Ayten Mahramova. I'm from Azerbaijan and I work as ELT teacher at school number 104. Okay, I think the goal, I'll talk about goal 2, zero hunger. The United Nations has defined 8 targets and certain indicators. Targets specify the goals and indicators represent metrics by which the world aims to track. End hunger, achieve food and security, and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Hunger is the leading cause of death in the world. Our planet has provided us with tremendous resources, but unequal access and inefficient handling leaves millions of people malnourished. Promote sustainable agriculture with modern technologies and fair distribution system. We can sustain the whole world's population and make sure that nobody will ever suffer from hunger again. Target 2.1, universal access to safe and nutritious food. By 2030, end hunger and ensure access by all people, in particular the poor and people in vulnerable situations, including infants, to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food all year round. And then target 2.2, end all forms of malnutrition. Yes, by 2030, end all forms of malnutrition, including achieving by 2025, the internationally agreed targets on stunting and wasting in children under 5 years of age and address the nutritional needs of adolescent girls, pregnant and lactating women, and older persons. Target 2.3, double the productivity and incomes of small-scale food producers. By 2030, double the agricultural productivity and incomes of small-scale food producers, in particular women, indigenous peoples, family farmers, and pastoralists and fishers, including through secure and equal access to land, other productive resources and inputs, knowledge, financial service, markets, and opportunities for value addition and non-farm employment. Target 2.4, sustainable food production and resilient agricultural practices. By 2030, ensure sustainable food production systems and implement resilient agricultural practices that increase productivity and production, that help maintain ecosystems, that strengthen capacity for adaptation to climate change, extreme weather, drought, flooding, and other disasters, and that progressively improve land and soil quality. And then I think target 2.5, maintain the genetic diversity in food production. By 2020, maintain the genetic diversity of seeds, cultivated plants, and farmed and domesticated animals and their related wild species, including through soundly managed and diversified seed and plant banks at the national, regional, and international levels, and promote access to and fair and inequitable sharing of benefits arising from the utilization of genetic resources and associated traditional knowledge as internationally agreed. Target 2.6, invest in rural infrastructure, agricultural research, technology, and gene banks. Increase investment, including through enhanced international cooperation in rural infrastructure, agricultural research, and extension services, technology development, and plant. And I think, okay. And livestock gene banks in order to enhance agricultural productive capacity in developing countries, in particular least developed countries. Target 2.7, prevent agricultural trade restrictions, market distortions, and export subsidies. Correct and prevent trade restrictions and distortions in wood agricultural markets, including through the parallel elimination of all forms of agricultural export subsidies and all export measures with equivalent effect in accordance with the mandate of Doha Development Round. And target 2.8, ensure stable food, commodity markets, and timely access to information. Adopt measures to ensure the proper functioning of food commodity markets and their derivatives, and facilitate timely access to market information, including on the food reserves, in order to help limit extreme food price volatility. Since, okay, what action, what steps to take? I think, just a moment, find a goal to charity want to support. Any donation, big or small, can make a difference. Buy local and in-season food. Try to grow some of your own food. Don't waste food. Freeze fresh produce and leftovers if you don't have the chance to eat them before they go bad. Buy funny fruit. Many fruits and vegetables are thrown out because their size, maybe shape or color are not right. Buying this perfectly good funny fruit utilizes food that might otherwise go to waste. And let's act together and make a difference and help all people around the world to overcome hunger. I think that's all my presentation. Thanks a lot, every one of you, for your attention. Be healthy and take care.
Thank you, dear teacher Ayten.
Thank you very much.
As you have said, all of those goals can be achieved only by collaboration, only by working together.
Let's take an action and work together in order to help and protect the earth.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, great teacher Ayten from Azerbaijan. Wonderful speech, message, presentation. Yes, we need to take action. Our voice, our IIU youth voice need to be here. Thank you.
And dear Nada, now I'd like to give a word to our youth.
Oh, yes, we are waiting.
I'd like to call a young but very talented student, Azizova Laman. Dear, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you can start.
Shall I introduce myself first?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I am Leman Azizova. You can call me Leman. I am from the school named after our hero, Mibariz Ibrahimov. And today I'll be talking about, I'm going to share the screen, 1 second. Can you see it?
Yes, it started. Yes, we can see. Great.
Yeah, okay. So today I'm going to be talking about responsible consumption and production. Let me change. One second, I guess I'm having trouble. Ah, yeah, okay. So let me begin by outlining what responsible consumption and production is, because there might be some people who don't know what that is, which is totally okay. It's all about doing more and better with less. For an example, too much food may spoil if you keep it in your refrigerator for a long time, in your fridge for a long time. I mean, if you buy more food more than you need, it might spoil. It may spoil. And we are all aware of the fact that they are probably going to be thrown out. You not only wasted food by doing this, but you also missed an opportunity to give those ingredients to someone who really needs them, someone who actually needs them. The second one is sustainability. For an example, the product you buy should not damage the environment. It's for the sake of people around you and yourself. And the product you buy should be affordable. It's again for yourself. You might be able to find the same item at a local store rather than purchasing one from a country other than your own, which aids the local business. For an example, if you buy yourself, let's say a cheap shirt from another country, it comes with a plane, right? The plane, it gives carbon gas to the sky. Yeah, it damages your lungs. It damages people's lungs, and the cheap shirt you bought from another country is probably going to be, ripped in a month or a year. You could have bought the same shirt from your local store, which you could have found with affordable price, the right price, and a better quality. Yeah, as I wrote in this slide, additionally, it prevents the emission of the carbon dioxide gas from the vehicle, the same vehicle that delivers the foreign product to your nation. Yeah, moving on. You must also stop buying plastic bottles. You could get a daily refilling metal drinking bottle for yourself. Imagine spending money on plastic bottles each and every single day or week. You know how much money that makes? Where do you think they go? The plastic bottles, to the trash pile that grows more and more every single passing day. I am also aware of the fact that there are fabrics available. Those kind of fabrics, recycle those bottles. We also have to realize the fact that those kind of fabrics aren't everywhere. Yeah, let's be real here. And plastic shopping bags. Pretty sure you have seen them on the road at least twice in your life. There's no way you haven't. In my area, people tend to avoid plastic bags. Instead, they use or buy handmade bags. They're more convenient since you don't have to spend money on plastic shopping bags every time you go out. We also buy things from the farmer's market. Why? Because one, it is healthy. Second, you can find the same ingredient or the object you want to buy for the right price, because they have the same kind of objects and ingredients in every different stores. Yeah, so you can look around and find yourself the right one. Yeah, the right price, and it also helps the local business run, which is good for you too, by the way. My iconic, it's kind of cliche, have you seen those hashtags, especially on Twitter? I don't know why on Twitter, people just like it. People are like, hashtag save the earth, hashtag save your planet, hashtag, plant trees. Well, sorry to break it up to you, but hashtags won't do anything. What about hashtag stand up from your computer and do something about it? That's it.
Wow. Thank you,
What
Leman.
a surprise. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us your practical and useful tips about responsible consumption and production. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now, Nada, dear Nada, I would like to call our last student, Abbasova Firangiz, and let's listen to what she has to tell us. Firengiz,
Yes.
Hi guys.
can you
Yes.
tell me,
Hi
Dia?
guys. My name is Abbasada Frangi and my surname is Abbasada. I studied 6th grade 6 in secondary school number 3 in Khardalan city. My presentation is about flowers. 10 minutes, please. Let's imagine nature without flowers for a moment. Earth would be very boring with grasses, bushes, and trees. Colorful flowers decorate nature with their presence and bring special beauty. We all know that flowers have a great role in nature in various directions. Flowers have always attracted people with their beauty and fragrance. People used plants to decorate their dwellings thousands of years ago. According to the information that has reached our time, the first decorative plants were roses and fenugreek. The columns of palaces and temples were decorated with shanagullah. Roses were cultivated 4,000 years ago in the Egyptian Empire. As the nature of Azerbaijan is rich, many beautiful flowers grow here. More than 4,500 species of flowering plants are spread here. Among the beautiful and fragrant flowers of our nature, we can name kharbulbul, novruzgul, tulip, nergis, jasmine, rose, and other flowers. Kharbulbul. This flower, which cannot be found anywhere in the world, is one of the greatest wonders of nature. It ends in the city of Shusha in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. 20 to 40 meters tall, this rose has a very interesting appearance, as if a bird is sitting in the middle of the flower. This flower is likened to a nightingale. Due to its appearance, interesting stories about it have spread among the people. It is included in the route of the Republic of Azerbaijan. Novruz Gülü. This flower blooms in early spring in March. In Azerbaijan, it comes in 3 colors: blue, purple, white. Because it blooms on the eve of Nowruz holiday, which is the national holiday of the Azerbaijan people, it called Nowruz Gülü among the people. This flower rises from the ground before the snow melts. Tulips bloom once a year in March or April. Tulips do not have a skin. It dries in hot weather. Therefore, this plant cannot be grown in the homes and parks. Daffodil. There are 40 types of this beautiful looking fragrant flower. This flower is also used as a medicinal plant. Narcissus blooms in spring. This bush with jasmine-scented flowers is found in around mountains. This flower is also used in medicine. Perfume is also made from the water of the jasmine flower. Its height is 5 to 7 meters. 18,000 flowers can bloom on a lilac bush. 2,300 species are known in the world. Rose. Rose, which is considered the king of the flowers, is considered the national flower in many countries of the world. It is about 5,000 years old. Currently, there are about 300 species and 3,000 varieties of this plant. This flower is also in the national cuisine of Azerbaijan. Jam and compote are made from its petals. Flowers are not only fragrant and beautiful, but also very useful in medicine. Its roots and petals are also used as a medicine. Thank you for your attention.
Thank
That's
you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
amazing students. Wow.
These flowers are in combination with Zia's bees. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, yes. I wanted to say so, Nada.
Really wonderful. Congratulations, dear, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for giving us this
Thank you.
opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, IIU.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, IIU team, Mr. Piyush Pandit,
Yes.
dear
Yes, of
Nada,
course.
and all were so honor, all teachers, students.
Yes, thank
oh
you
my
all.
God, really amazing fact. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay.
you, dear.
So I think now from Azerbaijan, it's the time to move to Georgia. Am I
Yes.
right, my dear sister, Georgia? So let's start with the Georgia teachers and Georgia students.
Thank you so much.
Okay. I was amazed at how important and amazed all the guests were. Thank you very much for the important message. Many thanks to the Azerbaijan student. As always, they give interesting and important presentation. Many thanks to dear Mariban for an amazing project. We had the opportunity to present kharchilava, a traditional dish.
Yes.
Okay, and now I would like to introduce you to the teacher and students of my country from Georgia. Greetings from Miss Russo. Please introduce your students. Good luck.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Here. Hello. Here. It's my student.
Welcome, dear Rusdan Gachachiladze. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
I'm Georgi Kapusinja, a first grade student at number 221 Public School of Tbilisi. This is my school. The first grade students participated in an educational project. We, the responsible citizens, care about civil safety. Activity number 1. The teacher gave us the TDogram. What is my settlement like? How I want it to be? The answers to this question were the following. What is my settlement like? It is nice, but lots of construction work takes place there. I am often late for classes because of the traffic. The road to school is not safe. When it rains, the road gets muddy. There are no traffic lights on the road. Activity number 2. We start to learn and make some simple but relevant road signs. Then we use them in situational role plays. We invited a representative of the traffic police, the student's parent, to share our knowledge and skills. He provided us with a lot of interesting information on the topic. Activity number 4. We read the interesting story, Why the Little Trophy Got Angry. Each of us drew 3 pictures and arranged them according to the story. We became others ourselves and wrote a different ending to the story. Activity number 4. On Color Day, we learned about other interesting, important, and serious occupations. Activity number 5. We decided to build a city with wide streets, green air, squares, traffic lights, and zebra crossings, with a wide road leading to the school. Activity number 6. We gave a new life to the green and healthy environmental project that started last year. With the help of the school directorate, the Ministry of Education and the initiative group, our plan has become a reality. Once the school year is finished, we plan to divide it into different zones and adorn and decorate it, so the project continues. Thank you for your attention.
Wow, thank you so much, Georgi. We are proud of you.
Yes,
Wonderful.
whoa.
Yes.
Oh,
So
you are very
smart and
amazing.
clever.
We're proud of you. We really like your activities. It's really amazing. Thanks you for very much to your teacher, Mr. Sunan. Thank you very much to your teacher. Okay, now I would like to introduce the next teacher, Miss Natia
Chumpuritse, I think. Yes, Ellen.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
I am Natia Chumburidze, a teacher of primary classes in Tbilisi, number 221 public school. I am glad that we were given the opportunity to share information about our project international. I would like to remind you that the Ministry of Environment, Protection and Agriculture of Georgia works in the direction of environmental and agrarian education, raising the level of public awareness, promoting the process of sustainable development in the country, and ensuring public involvement in the process of environmental decision-making. I think this issue is very important for a better future of our planet. Therefore, I decided to implement such activities in my class, which serve to raise student awareness and achieve global goals. Now, I will introduce you to my students, Elena Tavartkiladze and Demetre Baksashvili, who will talk about our project.
Wonderful.
Hello, I am Demetre Aksashvili. Today, I would like to share with you our project. Students of the 4th grade, school number 221 of the city of Tbilisi, and our parents joined this project. We got acquainted with the information provided by the teacher about the goals of sustainable development and actively participated in the activities planned within the framework of the project. The project implemented in our class, protect the air from pollution, is based on 3 goals of sustainable development. Our teacher talked about 3 global goals. Goal 11, inclusive, safe, flexible, and sustainable development of cities and towns. 11.6, by 2030, reduce negative environmental impacts per capita in large cities, including by paying special attention to air quality from municipal and other waste management issues. Goal 13, take urgent action against climate change and its impacts. Goal 17, strengthen the means of implementation and global partnerships for sustainable development. Within the framework of the project, we listened to the teacher's presentation. Indigenous presentations related to the topic. Our teacher's goal was that to teach us the student should understand that atmospheric air pollution is mainly caused by human activities and has a negative effect on both people and the environment. Each person can contribute to the protection of air quality from pollution. Within the framework of the project, we listened to the teacher's presentation where the following issues were discussed. What is air? What air consists of and what are its properties? What is the purpose of air for living organisms? What pollutes the air? What are the consequences of polluted air? What is indoor air and what constitutes its pollutant? How a person should contribute to reducing air pollution. In the math lesson, we solved the green problems and calculated how many trees are needed to produce the oxygen needed for 1 person per day and how many trees our family needs. As you can see in the problem number 4, it says that each person uses about 4 trees a year for paper. And for my family specifically, we would use about 28 per year. Imagine how much that would be for 8 billion people. Okay. We organized an exhibition of the pictures we drew in our class on the theme, A City Without Green Plants. The paintings depicted a very harsh reality that could befall us if we don't take care of air and plant green plants. If this would happen in our world, I would be very sad because our planet will be not as beautiful as it was, and we would have to use an oxygen cans to breathe, and that's the worst thing that could happen to us. We conducted an experiment. The teacher took 2 sheets of paper, punched a hole in each, then applied jelly-like glue to both sheets of paper. At the end of the lessons, we attached the 1 sheet in the schoolyard and the other one near the road, where traffic moves intensively. The next day, we looked at the papers and found that the paper in the schoolyard was almost as clean, while the paper on the side of the wall had dust and a strange combination. As a result of the experiment, we found that the air we breathe is much cleaner where there are many plants. For example, in the square, park, garden, forest, and the air in the city is much more polluted because it is polluted by dust and car exhaust. We analyzed the identified problems and decided to share them with the population of our community. For this purpose, we prepared information booklets and distributed them to the population living in our community. As you can see on the slide, we've made many brochures as possible, and we gave them any people we can see by walking and in a supermarket, in a park, or any place we could be. To promote awareness and sustainable development, we recorded a video where we appealed to our peers, not only them, to warn the air and plant trees in the neighborhood. We uploaded the video to the teacher's YouTube channel and shared it on the school page. Here's the link of the video. We realized how important the work of indoor plants is in maintaining healthy air in the interior of the building. At the teacher's request and instruction, we brought indoor plants to the classroom that clean and make the air healthy. We also planted trees in our neighborhood so that in the future, we will have better air, which is the most important prerequisite for our health and healthy life. And at last, I would like to share with you a Napoleon Bonaparte phrase: water, air, and cleanliness are the main ingredients of my pharmacy. Thank you very much for your attention.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I am speechless. What an interesting presentation you made. You are our future and our hope. Okay,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, please clap.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank
big,
you.
big clap.
Yes, oh my God. Thank you so much, dear Natia. We are proud of you. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. გვიამოყებით. ოჩა.
დიდი
Yes,
მადლობა
Natia,
თქვენ ამ
thank you so
შესაძლებლობისთვის. უღრმესი მადლობა, არაჩვეულებრივები ხართ. საოცარი საქმე კეთდება თქვენი მხარდაჭერით და უღრმესი მადლობა თქვენ ჩემგან. ჩვენი სკოლა, ჩვენი უბანი ჩართულია მაქსიმალურად, რომ გლობალური მიზნები იქნას მიღწეული და თქვენს გვერდით ვართ. მაქსიმალურად რაც შეგვიძლიათ. დიდი მადლობა.
Thank you so much. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. Thank you.
Dear Natia, thank you very much. Keep up the amazing and brilliant work. Who presented the presentation in Georgian and the students translating into the English. I admire.
Thanks, my dear. You are amazing too. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And then we have the next speaker, Maria Mamagolashvili, and also her students. Good luck, dear.
მოგესალმებით. ძალიან მიხარია თქვენთან შეხვედრა თითოეულთან და დღევანდელი ჩემს პრეზენტაციას ინგლისურად გადათარგმნის ჩემი მოსწავლე სალომე ხაჩიშვილი. სალომე გისმენ? წარადგინე.
Hello, I'm Salome Khachishvili from Georgia, Advanced Public School student from 8th grade. There's also my art teacher, Maria Mamagolashvili, and now I will start.
დღევანდელი ჩემი პრეზენტაცია ახალი სიცოცხლე მდგრადი მომავალი. მე გახლავართ ქარელის მუნიციპალიტეტის სოფელდვანი საჯარო სკოლის ხელოვნების მასწავლებელი მარია მამაგულაშვილი და ჩემი მოსწავლე მერვე კლასელი სალომე ხაჩიშვილი. დვანის საჯარო სკოლა. ჩვენი სკოლა მდებარეობს ეგრეთ წოდებულ საზღვრისპირა სოფელში, ჩვენ გმირებად ვიწოდებით, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, ჩვენი მოსწავლეები ზედ საზღვარზეა 100 მეტრში და გადავყურებთ აქვე ჩანს სურათზეც ძალიან კარგად. და სწორედ ჩვენი სკოლა ცდილობს და მედგრად დგას, რომ მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნებში ჩაერთოს, შესრულებაში ჩაერთოს და სწორედ მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნების 17 მიზანი და 179 ინდიკატორი, რომელზეც გაეროს ყველა წევრი ქვეყანა შეთანხმდა უკეთესი და უფრო მდგრადი მომავლის მისაღწევად აუცილებელია ბავშვებს ცენტრალური ადგილი ეკავოთ სახელმწიფოს სტრატეგიასა და სამოქმედო გეგმაში. სწორედ დვანის საჯარო სკოლის მისია არის ჯანსაღი გარემო და შეუქმნას მოსწავლეებს და აღზარდოს განათლებულები, რომელიც შექმნიან უკეთეს მომავალს. სკოლაში ძალიან ბევრი აქტივობები ხორციელდება ისეთი, რომელიც ხელშეუწყობს მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნების მიღწევადობას. მხოლოდ მაშინ განვიცდი სიბრაზეს, როდესაც ვხედავ, როგორ ყრიან ადამიანები ნივთებს, რომელთა გამოყენებაც შეიძლება. დედა ტერეზას ეს ბრძნული გამონათქვამია და სწორედ ამ სიტყვების შემდეგ ჩვენმა სკოლამ გადაწყვიტა პროექტი განახორციელებინა, რომელიც მიზნად ისახავდა მძველი ნივთების ახალ სიცოცხლეს. ჩვენ სირგვლივ გარემოში ვრცლად მრავლად ხვდება პლასტიკის ბოთლები, მოყაოს ყუთები, ტანისამოსი, ტყავი, თუნუქის და თიხის ყუთები და სხვა მრავალი ნარჩენები, რაც პრობლემას უქმნის ყველა ცოცხალ და არაცოცხალ ორგანიზმს, როგორც ხმელეთზე, ასევე წყალში. გარდა ამისა, პრობლემა გლობალურია და აისახება კლიმატის ცვლილებებზე. აღნიშნული სიტუაცია განპირობებულია მოსწავლეთა და ზოგადად თემის დაბალი ინფორმირებულობით, მათი მოქალაქეობრივი უპასუხისმგებლობით და დაბალი ჩართულობით. ეს გარემოება აქტუალურია და საჭიროებს სწრაფ რეაგირებას. ჩვენ როგორც მასწავლებლებები, ვალდებულები ვართ ჩავერთოთ ამ პრობლემის მოგვარებაში. აღზარდოთ ისეთი თაობა, რომლებსაც ეკნებათ მაღალი ცნობები ცნობიერება ეკოლოგიურ საკითხებში. გააზრებული ექნებათ მათი მოქალაქეობრივი როლი და პასუხისმგებლობა გარემოზე. სკოლისა და ოჯახის ვალია ვასწავლოთ მომავალ თაობას ძველი ნივთების სხვა მხრივ სახეშეცვლილი ფორმით მოხმარება. და სწორედ პროექტი ძველი ნივთების ახალი სიცოცხლე განვახორციელეთ, რომელსაც ძალიან კარგი შედეგი მოყვა და მიზანი იყო ჩვენთვის მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნებიდან, რა თქმა უნდა, მე-11 მდგრადი ქალაქები და დასახლებები და მე-12 მდგრადი მოხმარება და წარმოება. პროექტი მიზნად ისახავს მოსწავლეთა ცნობიერების ამაღლებას, ნარჩენების მოხმარების საკითხებში, მათი როლის გააზრებას და შემოქმედებითი უნარების გააქტიურებას. ნარჩენების შემცირება შესაძლებელია 4 პრინციპის დაცვით. შემცირება, ხელახლა გამოყენება, გადამუშავება, ნარჩენებიდან ენერგიის აღდგენა, რაშიც წვლილს შეიტანს თითოეულ პროექტში მონაწილე მოსწავლეები. სწორედ თქვენ ხედავთ პროექტის შედეგს, სადაც მოსწავლეები დიდი ენთუზიაზმით მუშაობდნენ, ქმნიდნენ იმ ნარჩენი ნივთებისგან სხვადასხვა ისევ ახალ სიცოცხლე მიცემულ ნივთებს და სიამოვნებით მუშაობდნენ თითოეულ პროდუქტის შექმნაზე. მოსწავლეების ნამუშევრებია და შემდეგ სიხარულით ჩუქნიდნენ ერთმანეთს ამ თავიანთ შექმნილ ნივთებს სხვადასხვა დანიშნულების მისაცემად. ასევე სკოლამ განახორციელა სხვადასხვა პროექტები, მაგალითად სუფთა გარემო, მოსწავლეებმა, პედაგოგებმა და თვითმმართველობის წევრებმა დაასუფთავეს სოფლის მიმდებარე ტერიტორიები. ამით აიცილეს ანტისანიტარია, რა თქმა უნდა, გადაარჩინეს მდინარე დაბინძურებისაგან. სკოლაში ხორციელდება პოდიშით. სკოლაში ხორციელდება მუშაობს ძალიან ბევრი წრეები და ერთ-ერთი ასეთი წრე, რომელსაც ბიოლოგიის მასწავლებელი უძღვებოდა, ნათია კორაშვილი, იყო ჩვენ ერთი სახლი გვაქვს. სწორედ ეს პროექტის წრის მიზანი იყო მოსწავლეები გაცნობოდნენ მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნებს, გაეცნობიერებინათ მათ მისი მნიშვნელობა და რამდენად მნიშვნელოვანია მდგრადი განვითარების თითოეული მიზნის განვითარების პრინციპები ყოველდღიურ ცხოვრებაში დაეგეგმა და განახორციელებინათ ისინი პრაქტიკულ სამუშაოებში და სწორედ წრის მუშაობისას მოსწავლეები გააცნობიერებდნენ არსებულ გარემოში დაცვით პრობლემებს, შეძლებდნენ გლობალური პრობლემების ახსნას, მსჯელობას მათი მოგვარების გზებზე, ასევე დაინახავენ საგნის სწავლების პრაქტიკულ მხარეს, რაც საგნის უფრო მეტად დაინტერესებას და მოტივაციის ამაღლებას შეუწყობდა ხელს. პროექტი დავრგოთ ერთი ხე. სკოლამ ასევე განახორციელა მსოფლიო პროექტში ჩართვის შედეგად მწვანე დედამიწა, სადაც აქტიურად მონაწილეობდნენ ჩვენი სკოლის მოსწავლეები და მართლაც დავრგეთ თითო ხე, თითოეულმა მოსწავლემ, რადგან ჩვენი სკოლა მთის ზონა, საერთოდ სოფელი მთის ზონა არის, მთის ზონის ადგილას ვარ და სკოლა მდებარეობდა ცოტა საშიშ, მეწყერ საშიშ ადგილას და ჩვენ ამით ვცდილობდით თითოეული ხის დარგვით სკოლის გარშემო მიდამოები გაგვემაგრებინა და ეს საფრთხე თავიდან აგვეცილებინა. და ამ ყველაფრის მნიშვნელობა თითოეულმა მოსწავლემ გაითავისა, რადგან იცია, რომ მწვანე დედამიწა, სუფთა ჰაერი და ჯანსაღი საკვები მათთვის აუცილებელია და აქტიურად ჩაებდნენ მუშაობაში. ასევე პროექტის ფარგლებში მოსწავლეებმა შექმნეს კედლის გაზეთები, რომლითაც მოუწოდებდნენ მოსახლეობას, სოფლის მოსახლეობას, რომ უნდა გავუფრთხილდეთ ბუნებას და ჩვენს მომავალ თაობას შევუქმნათ მდგრადი მომავალი. ასევე ჩვენ ვიცით, რომ ხელოვნება არის ყველაფრის გამოხატვის საშუალება, ჩვენ ხელოვნების ენით შეგვიძლია ყველა პრობლემა მოვაგვაროთ ასე თუ ისე და სწორედ სიღარიბე, უთანასწორობა, კლიმატი, გარემოს დეგრადაცია, კეთილდღეობა და მშვიდობა, სამართლიანობა სწორედ ეს პრობლემები მოსწავლეებმა პროექტის ფარგლებში გადმოსცეს, რის მიმართ ჰქონდათ პროტესტი, რას ემხრობოდნენ, რა მოსწონდათ და რა აღიზიანებდათ მათ და კედლის გაზეთები გამოუშვეს და ეს მიზნები ერთმანეთთან არის დაკავშირებული იმისათვის, რომ არავინ დავტოვოთ და მნიშვნელოვანია, რომ მივაღწიოთ თითოეულ მიზანს. პროექტში ჩართულმა მოსწავლეებმა საკუთარი აზრი, პროტესტი, მოწონება გამოხატეს ხელოვნების ენით და შექმნეს კედლის გაზეთები. ხედავთ თქვენ კედლის გაზეთებს, რაზეც ჰქონდათ პროტესტი, არა ნარკოტიკებს, ჩვენ ჯანმრთელი ახალგაზრდები გვჭირდება და ყურადღება გაამახვილეს ბულინგზე, ანუ შევაჩეროთ ჩაგვრა. თითოეული მოსწავლის გულამდე უკვე ღრმად ჩაწვდა თითოეულ მოსწავლეს ეს, იმიტომ რომ ფსიქოლოგიურად მოქმედებს ყველა მოსწავლეზე. მადლობა ყურადღებისათვის და სალომე გისმენ ინგლისურად თარგმნა, თუ შეიძლება.
Okay. David, I will start right now. The sustainable development goals are 17 goals and 169 indicators that all UN member states have agreed are essential to achieving a better and more sustainable future, putting children at the center of the country's strategy and action plan. That's right. The mission of Dvani Public School is to create a healthy environment and educated, very talented students who will create a better future. Such activities are carried out in the school, which contribute to the achievement of the sustainable development goals. We know that plastic bottles, cardboard boxes, clothes, leather, tin, and clay boxes are many other wastes are abundant in the environment around us, which acts a big problem for our living and non-living organisms, both on land and in water. In addition, the problem is global and affects climate change. The mentioned situation is due to the low awareness of students and the community in general. Their civic responsibility and now low involvement. This situation is urgent and requires a quick response. We as teachers are obligated to get involved in solving this problem. Let's raise a generation that will have high awareness of environmental issues, will understand their role as citizens and responsibility for environment. It is the duty of the school and the family to teach the next generation to consume all things in a different way, in a change form. I only find angry when I see waste, when I see people throwing away things we call use by Mother Teresa. My teacher, Maria Magulashvili, talked about project in New Life of all things project connection with sustainable development goals. She talked about settlements, sustainable cities project. As a result of the project, the students made new papers and posters. They urged the villagers to take care of nature. And then thank you for attention.
მადლობა.
Great teacher, Miriam, and amazing students. A big clap for our great Miriam.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There are materials for many of the products we use are derived from natural resources. Today, increased consumption along with population growth is depleting their natural resources. In order to protect their limited resources in nature, it is inevitable to use alternative methods in production. One way to do this is to recycle waste. And we saw this very important project that you did. Thank you so much for that. What you do not only in the school, but also in the community, because I see you work every day. Thank you very much for this.
Yes, Elena, you are right. Thank you so much, dear Mariam. ელენემ გითხრათ, რომ დიდი მადლობა არა მარტო იმისთვისო, რასაც სკოლაში აკეთებ, არამედ მე იმისთვისო, რასაც საზოგადოებისთვის აკეთებ, რასაც მე ყოველდღე ვუყურებო. დიდი მადლობა ნამდვილად.
მადლობა. ჩვენი საოცარი გოგო ხარ ელენეს, ჩვენი მოჭიკჭიკი ანგელოზი.
მადლობა ძალიან დიდი.
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ამ საოცარი მუშაობისთვის. და მართლაც არაჩვეულებრივი პროექტები წარმოგვიდგინეთ. გააგრძელეთ ეს საოცარი მუშაობა. ჩვენთან ერთად. Okay, Ellen, continue.
Okay, and now I want to introduce you the next amazing teacher, Miss Maya Besadze. Good luck, and let's start.
მოგესალმებით. მე ვარ მაია აბესაძე, საირხის წმინდა ნინოს სახელობის სასულიერო გიმნაზიის ქიმიის მასწავლებელი. დღეს ჩემი მოსწავლე ნინო სამხარაძე თქვენს წინაშე წარდგება საინტერესო თემით გარემოს დამაბინძურებელი ფაქტორები. პირველ რიგში მინდა მადლობა გადაუხადო საერთაშორისო სტაჟირების უნივერსიტეტის დამაარსებელ საქართველოში ფიუშ პანდიტს, ქალბატონ ინგა ხარჩილავას, ქალბატონ მარიამ მამაგულაშვილს და ქალბატონ ნინო კაკაბერ ჩაკვეტაძეს.
Now Kakaber join. Yes.
მადლობა, რომ ჩვენ ქართველ მასწავლებლებს მოგვეცა საშუალება ჩვენს მოსწავლეებთან ერთად ხმა მივაწვდინოთ მსოფლიოს მრავალ ქვეყანას თუ რას ვაკეთებთ გარემოს მდგრადი განვითარების მისაღწევად. ეხლა წარგიდგენთ ჩემს მოსწავლეს.
Hi everyone. Nice to meet you all. It's really pleasant to be here. And first of all, I want to say all these presentations were so amazing and interesting. Really, thank you much for all of that. And for our guests, it was pleasant to listening to you and these inspirational words. Thank you for that. It's really nice to hear that like future is on our heads, and someone adults are really working on that. And yes, so thank you for that. First of all, I want to introduce myself. As you know, I am Nina Samharadze. I am from Georgia, of course, and I'm really proud of that. Also, I am St. Nino Orthodox Gymnasium student of high schooler, and today our theme is the factors on environmental pollution, and I'm going to start doing that. I hope so. I'm sharing my video. Okay, let's start. First of all, I want to start with the factors of environmental pollution. And as you can see in these pictures, I'm with my classmates and with my school works and with my teachers. This is a place where everyone is equal, everyone gets proper education and also enjoyment. And I am really pleasant to present my school here, and thank you all for this opportunity. Now I want to start talking about sustainable development. Sustainable development, as we know, represents the international of three main directions, such as economical development, social welfare, and environmental protection. Well, in this diagram, the model of sustainable development is presented, which is expressed by three interconnected cycles. As you can see, in sustainable development, not only environmental and social issues are considered cross-section, or only community and welfare and economical benefits too. Well, however, despite the fact that all three directions are sustainable, it is essential for development. The environmental is such the main support, because the environment and its natural resources On the one hand, economical development is the main source, and on the other hand, process is the environmental directly. So as we all can see, we have 70 goals to transform our world. And first of all, I want to talk about what really these goals means. For example, no poverty, zero hunger, good health. All these goals means that we can protect our earth, we can develop, and we can survive in this world. So today in these programs, I want to get some issues and sustainable development as clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, climate action, life below water, and life on the land. So all these 5 stages is what we are going to talk about today. First of all, I want to talk about the air pollution, land pollution, and water pollution too. First of all, air pollution, acid rain. Wet deposition is what we most commonly think of as acid rain. The sulfuric and nitric acid formed into the atmosphere fall to the ground, mixed with the rain, snow, fog, or even hail. The amount of acid in the atmosphere that deposits the earth through the dry deposits depends on the amount of rainfall an area receives. For example, in desert areas, the ratio of dry and wet deposit is higher than an area that receives several inches of rain each year. As you can see, azotes, when the transported are here, and we can see chemicals and phosphorus and nitric acids which came from the air, and this then mix with water and other materials before falling to the ground. Well, in this visual, you can see what acid rain will means. You can see on the bottom, it's what black matter, something that's really changed in the rain and also defected a lot of things. Now the sharp decrease in the fish population, and it not only small number of fish species can survive and reproduce in exceeded areas. Recently, it's become clean, and the air pollution can also have a significant impact on forest massifs, as a result of which the tendency of forest massifs to decrease is observed. Well, we're going to start with the water pollution now. Also, some people think the amount of clean water is inexhaustible. It is not. Water pollution is a serious issue in the world, and that millions of people are facing. Contaminated water affects their quality of life and health. Freshwater resources are not irreplaceable and are not available at any person at any time. Water is a limited resource. A limited resource is a resource that is consumed faster than it is produced. Well, all I can see as a pollutant is a substance that harms the environment or human health. Most of the pollutants are the result of human activities. Surface water can be polluted by acid rain, storms, precipices, and industrial waste too. The water is particularly purified by sunlight, aeration, and microorganisms too. Contamination of groundwater occurs less often, also their cleaning is a long process. Groundwater can be contaminated by disease-causing pollutants, hazardous household chemical waste, agricultural chemicals, and seepage from other water storage facilities. Well, as you can see, in 2012, it was a big oil explosion. Ocean is the history of the world. Oil exploiter and operator was Transocean Company. However, this place was leased by BP, and accordingly, the responsibility was assigned to it. As a result of the explosion, 11 people died, and 4.1 barrels of oil spilled into the Gulf of Mexico, which of course caused the pollution of the water ecosystem. It is probably easy to imagine the damage caused by the nature and oil spill. The oil spill has polluted water, which will lead to the destruction of animals and algae of the air. All this, like the rest of the problem, is caused by humans, and their mistakes can cause even more danger to nature, which is so unfortunate. First field, we're gonna start with soil pollution, example for plastic bag pollution. One of the main problems of environmental pollution is soil pollution. It refers to the alternation of the air's surface by the discharge of release of chemicals harmful to any living thing. This change in soil loss of affects its quality and nutrients, making it unstable for agriculture and food production. The problem is all over the world, and it included Georgian, of course. Hundreds of years to decompose in the environment and cause great damage to the environment, where sub-biodegradable parks start to break down in the environmental after 3 or 6 months. Now, as you can see, these are pollutants who will surface the damage to our environment, and start with that. So we now can see pollutant cellulose and what damage it can be. Because it is made for pollutant products, it decreases CO2 emission and agricultural global warming. Also, it gets involved in the food chain and poses a threat to living beings. Causes pollution of seas, lakes, and rivers, and harms the living beings living in them. When it's used to transport fruits and vegetables, they have a negative impact on human health. It leads to the reduction of natural resources during production. And as we all can see, plastic pollution is a problem, not only for us, but also for a number of future generations. Getting into the body of microplastic and chemicals used in the processing of these substances is harmful, not only for the turtles or even dolphins, but also for human health. It is not necessary to literally swallow plastic for this. Small particles of plastics get into water, food, or even air. Microplastics are found in 90% of both water and 83% of tap water. As for the future generation, it should be said that microplastics have been found in the placenta and blood of the newborn. Therefore, these harmful substances are transferred from the mother's body to her children. Many of the chemicals used in the plastic are known to disrupt the ecosystem and causing many such infertility and hormonal imbalances, as well as increase the risk of cancer. And the main question, I think, is that what are we doing for change? Okay, this presentation was all this, that we have this problem, we have these problems, and we all talk about that. But main question is what we are doing for that to change. Well, ultimately, the key question is what do we do and how we do it. I am member of the Saçhara Youth Center, a member of School Eco Club, an active volunteer, and also a member of Umbrella Company. In our center, we have conducted a number of activities to protect nature. Also, with the help of my teachers, we did a number of cleaning campaigns in schools, which affect the lower classes. And together with them, we plant trees and get beautiful territory of our school. And as you can see, these are some pictures that we are doing some works, and we're not even embarrassed of that. I think we're doing a lot of things, and many people should do that. And I think this campaign may be waking up for some people and start doing things to change our planet and save ourselves. For us, we are doing everything to save our Earth. Thank you all for your listening.
Wow, thank you so much. Nino, I want to congratulate you with all my heart. It was a very important presentation that you presented to us. Yes, you're right. Today we see many problems, and I hope that we must together to eliminate this problem. Water and air are important for life. Thank you so much. You're so brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay, and now I want to introduce you, student Mariam Gegenadze.
Hello. I will share my screen now.
Yes, dear, you can.
Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
Yes, dear. Yes, great.
Good
Go ahead.
evening. My name is Mariam Kekenadze, a ninth grade student from public school Mecca, number 221. And today I will present on the damage caused to the earth by careless human behavior, especially the misuse of paper. You might ask, why did I choose this topic? A few days ago, students and teachers are collaborated on an intentional school project aimed to raising awareness about the importance and magnitude of this issue. We all agree that in the 21st century, we should support sustainable development, which can't be achieved with an environmentally harmful approach. We wanted to make a small local contribution to this great global cause. That's why we created a project, selected a target group, and presented information to students about paper production and the damage it causes. We selected and used statistical information to highlight the problem. Trees are a vital part of nature, and they provide us with life-giving oxygen. We all know the importance of trees in the environment. The same goes, save the trees, save the earth. We can't live on Earth without trees, so planting trees is crucial for maintaining a balanced environment for survival. Each of us is well aware of the importance of trees in nature. Most people are uninformed and don't realize the extent of damage they cause to the planet with wasting even one sheet of paper. Mrs. Malarojata and Ms. Khatuna Tsitsidze believe that this issue is highly relevant, and that's why we have put this in this presentation. Now, to begin, let's review some basic information about paper. Paper first created in China in 105 before Christmas. Then paper spread throughout Europe in 14th century. The first paper factory was established in France in 1915. And in the 20th century, cellulose was added to the raw materials needed for paper production, making it possible to mass produce paper. Here are three important facts about paper. First, forests are cut down and destroyed for paper production. Second, paper production consumes large amounts of electricity and water resources. And third, paper production contributes to air pollution. Trees release oxygen and protect our planet from further global warming. Their destruction will hinder these processes. As I mentioned earlier, producing paper requires cutting down a significant number of trees, which is one of the main ecological problems. Deforestation directly affects to our lives. Trees and plants in general provide our oxygen to humans. Without them, our existence would be impossible. Today, 42% of the global wood harvest is used to make paper. This number is staggering. We are so accustomed to using paper that we really consider its production process and the harm it causes to our planet. To imagine the process and its consequences more clearly, let's consider the following statistics. Approximately 324 liters of water are needed to reduce 1 kilogram of paper. And 10 liters of water are required to produce 1 sheet of paper. Worldwide, 4 billion trees are cut down each year to make paper. This number is alarming figure. The total area of all forests in our planet is 38 million square kilometers, of which nearly 26 million square kilometers have already been destroyed. Studies show that 1 hectare of pristine forest disappeared every second on the earth. Based on this information, we can identify the consequences of excessive paper consumption. Forests are being destroyed, which leads to air pollution and shortened life expectancy. Paper production also consumes vast amounts of energy and water, and impacting the economics of countries with limited electricity and water resources. Paper is the 3rd largest industrial polluter of air, soil, and water. Paper is used for packing, which is clearly visible in the diagram. When paper decomposes, it emits methane, a greenhouse gas that is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide, and this accelerates the process of global warming. The condition of landfills is also a significant concern. Paper constitutes 26% of the total waste in landfills. This situation can lead to the following problems. First, it becomes impossible to recycle and reuse the material in the landfill, and increasing the likelihood of cutting down more trees. Second, once paper is landfilled, it becomes hazardous to both the soil and the atmosphere. And as it decomposes, it emits twice as much carbon dioxide as the other substance. And third, paper in landfills may be scattered by natural phenomena such as wind and contributing to pollution. So it's now evident that the wasteful use of paper is detrimental to the environment and human life. So each of us has a responsibility to protect our planet from harmful effects. However, paper has been and will be likely continue to be one of the in-demand products. So how can we do to reduce environment pollution and damage? We should follow these guidelines. First, make every effort to avoid wasting paper. Each sheet is essential for environment today. Second, hand over used paper to specialized paper recycling facilities where new similar products can be made from the used paper. Third, minimize the use of paper and cardboard made items. Fourth, purchase products with less packing. And fifth, limit the use of printed materials and embrace the digital technology, such as tablets, computers, and smartphones, etc. By taking these small steps, we can help address today's pollution problems. So this concludes my presentation. I hope it was interesting, and thank you for your attention.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Yes, also I kept you. Thank you very much, Maria. You have touched on a very important topic, and we need to pay attention to the Sustainable Development Goal. Your presentation was very great, and keep up the good work, dear. Now it's time to give the IIU stage to the next speaker. I would like to introduce Tekla Gogatishvili.
Welcome, Tekla, and thank you so much, Mariam Kekenadze. Really very wonderful and amazing presentation. Thanks, dear.
Thank you.
Go ahead, keep up a really amazing job. Thank you. So your teacher, Intoso Kakaber, wonderful job. Great.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening to us and having us. It's very great opportunity for us to be here today. I'm Tekla, and this is my friend Mari. We're students at 19th Public School in Tbilisi, and we, under the guidance of our teachers of the same school, Miranda Tsomaye and Tia Subadze, together with our peers, we implemented social projects about cultural diversity and gender equality, and we want to talk to you about it.
Hello, my name is Mari, and firstly, I'm going to talk about cultural diversity, and I'm going to share screen. Sorry. This project purpose is to students
What's happened? Wow, we lost.
Hello.
What happened?
Yes,
Do you
yes,
hear us?
yes. Yes, yes. Good.
See our screen now.
Nice.
Project actuality is that the topic is relevant because Georgia is a multi-ethnic country. A representative of each ethnic group needs to maintain his own identity and become a full-fledged citizen of the country. Although everyone is equal before the law in Georgia, it's difficult for a certain part of the citizens to recognize this. It is necessary to raise awareness in society in order to allow representatives of ethnic and religious minorities to develop. The tasks of the project are forming a positive attitude towards cultural diversity in students and analyzing one's role and ability to provide a peaceful and just school and community environment. Activities carried out within the project is that stories from the past brought to life. With the help of parents and family members, we search for interesting stories about coexistence of people of different cultures and nationalities in the homeland, community, city, and village. We presented the new in thematic posters. We made a presentation of the work. This is the students' works. And the next activity is a celebration of diversity. With the help of parents, we searched materials about different cultures and around the world, be it literature, music, or anything else. We compared different cultures and found similarities and differences between them. We got acquainted with Japanese, Mexican, Armenian, and other cultures. And work on legal documents, Constitution of Georgia, Declaration of Human Rights, and Convention on Children's Rights. We divided the students into groups, distributed legal documents for processing, prepared presentations and according to the given documents on the topic human rights and tolerant environment. The presentation was held in an interactive mode. Many opinions and arguments were voiced that the tolerant environment helps society members to develop. And this is the working process of how we, yes. It was very interesting for us to write a letter to an imaginary friend who is representative of another ethnic group. We showed our attitude towards them in the letter. Let's analyze our own functions in solving the problems. What we will learn from this project is that students will understand the importance of protecting human rights in a culturally diverse environment. In the future, together with parents and teachers in the community and at school, we will plan and implement events to showcase diversity. And now we're going to talk about gender equality.
And now I'm going to talk about gender equality. The title of this project is "The Lion Whelps Are Equal Lions to Female or Male Baby." The purpose of this project is to raise awareness about gender equality and increase the role of girls in school. Relevant of the project. The project is relevant because the women around century are still victims of discrimination. Their rights are violated of discrimination. Their rights are violated, not only their rights, sometimes even their lives are sacrificed. It is important for women to understand their rights, to be informed, to raise awareness, to understand gender balance in order to eliminate cases of femicide. The task of the project is to inform about gender equality and gender discrimination, violence and inequality. Implementation of activities to increase the role of girls in school, as well as to increase awareness about the equality of women and men. Activities we carried out within the project. We listened to teachers' lectures about the traditional prescription of gender roles. Got acquainted within the information, helped to discussion. We assessed the current situation in our country, reading women's rights. We watched the thematic film together and discussed. We discussed the topical issues raised in the film. We clearly solved discrimination of women. It appeared that they didn't even have rights to receive education. And finally, we made the presentation on the case of gender inequality in the modern world, an example of Iran. The following activity, we listened to an interesting lecture by an invented person. The lecture was about the activation of the role of women in the example of 19th century. And at the end of lecture, we discussed and evaluated the information we heard. The following activities were a presentation on era of King Tamar and the celebration of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, number 25. We prepared reports about successful women. We made the wall newspaper. And finally, we created thematic poster. Working on thematic
შენი პრეზენტაცია არ ჩანს, თეკლო.
ახლა ჩანს?
კი, ჩანს.
Working on thematic material. We were divided into groups. We divided topics for processing. We prepared presentations in Iranian community, the era of King Tamar, Malala Yousafzai. We searched for information about honored women of Georgia, such as Nana Gafrindashvili, Nina Ramishvili, Elena Ahmediani, and more. The process of preparing the presentation was interesting and thoughtful. We thought about the fate of women and we understood their problems. These are the wall newspapers and posters we made during the project. The project of gender equality turned out to be very thoughtful. This was a very relevant issue, both for the society and the country. Building democracy is impossible without eliminating the mentioned problems. We learned a lot of interesting things, significantly raised our awareness of women's rights, and we analyzed current reality and solved our role in the process of creating a better future.
Thank you for your time for us and for listening to us. And it was an honor to be with you guys. A special thanks to our guests. Bye.
Yes. Thank you so much. This is very impressed with your presentation. You were both very cool and excellent and discussed a very important topic. I also pay a lot of attention to gender equality, and I want to eliminate their stereotypes to the end. I'm sure we can do it together. Thank you so much, girls, once again. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I have a next speaker. Is it Nona Kopadze and the people Nuki. Please introduce.
Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Nuki Gineshwari, and today I will be showing you guys my presentation about life below water. Today I want to present the theme conserve the sustainably use the oceans, seas and marine recourse for sustainable development. This is the 14th Sustainable Development Goal, life below water. I want to mention the great problems of the planet's largest ecosystem, which is endangered. Let's speak and describe these problems. Ocean pollution. There are several types of ocean pollutions: plastic and garbage pollution. Over 300 million tons of plastic are produced every year for use in a wide variety of applications. At least 14 million tons of plastic end up in the ocean yearly. Marine species ingest or are entangled by the plastic debris, which cause severe injuries and death. Plastic pollution threatens food safety and quality, human health, and coastal tourism, and contributes to climate change. There is an urgent need to explore new and existing legally binding agreements to address marine plastic pollution. Now, why is it important? Plastic pollution is a widespread problem affecting the marine environment. It threatens the ocean health, the health of marine species, food safety and quality, human health, and coastal tourism, and contributes to climate change. Pollution from fertilizers and pesticides and insecticides, pollution from the noise made by ships and maritime equipment, chemicals from skincare products, especially sunscreen, pollution from oil spills, pollution from toxic industrial waste and sewage, and light pollution, pollution from atmospheric emissions, and ocean pollution from deep sea mining. It destroys the deep sea sponges and coral. The ocean absorbs most of the excess heat from greenhouse gas emissions, leading to rising ocean temperatures. Increasing ocean temperatures affect marine species and ecosystems, causing coral bleaching and the loss of breeding grounds for marine fishes and mammals. And here's how to prevent ocean warming. You can do by limiting greenhouse gas emissions, protecting marine and coastal ecosystems, restoring marine and coastal ecosystems, improving human adaptation, strengthening scientific research. Eutrophication. Harmful algal blooms, dead zones, and fish kills are the results of a process called eutrophication, which occurs when the environment becomes enriched with nutrients, increasing the amount of plant and algae growth in estuaries and coastal waters. Eutrophic waters can eventually become dead zones that are incapable of supporting life. To prevent eutrophication, we must manage water pollution. Acidification. Ocean acidification is caused by pollution. More acid makes it harder for shellfish to grow shells and weakens coral reefs. Among other effects, soil acidification occurs when acidic chemicals are added to soil. This can happen as a result of acid rain and agricultural runoff. Overfishing. Overfishing is catching too many fish at once, so the breeding population becomes too depleted to recover. Overfishing often goes hand in hand with wasteful types of commercial fishing that haul in massive amounts of unwanted fish or other animals, which are then discarded. You can prevent overfishing by avoid killing fish by means other than fishing, avoid using explosive in or near water, planning in water work, undertaking, or activity to respect timing windows to protect fish. And here I want to introduce some of my fishes, Galam, Twarisa, and Jora. Okay, so you can take care of life below water by reducing marine pollutions, protecting and restoring ecosystems, reducing ocean acidification, sustainably farming fish, conserving coastal and marine areas, ending submersion contributes to overfishing, increase the economic benefits from the sustainable use of marine resources. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, girls. So water is a source of life and irreplaceable resource. Water problem is one of the most important global problems. Many countries are experiencing a shortage of drinking water. Man makes a great contribution to water production and reasonable consumption. It was very important presentation. Thank you very much for sharing. And thank you very much once again.
Thank you. So, dear Nuki, we are proud of you. Really very interesting and very important topic. Thank you. Congratulations. Once again. Yes, she's great.
Okay, now we have a next speaker, Nona Ambokadze. Good luck, dear. Please introduce you.
Hello, I'm from Georgia. My name is Nona Ambokadze. I am a Georgian language teacher. მოგესალმებით, მე ვარ ნონა ამბოკაძე, საქართველოდან. თბილისში ვასწავლი 159 საჯარო სკოლაში, ქართული ენისა და ლიტერატურის მასწავლებელი გახლავართ, დოქტორი ვარ. პირველ რიგში ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მინდა გადავუხადო ქალბატონ ინგას თანადგომისთვის ამ კონფერენციაში მოხვედრისთვის, ყველაფრისთვის და დიდი პატივია ამ კონფერენციაში მოხვედრა ჩემთვის. რაც შედა იმედია ქალბატონო ინგა რომ გავაგრძელებთ ჩვენ ურთიერთობას. დიახ, იმედი მაქვს. და ყველას დიდ მადლობას მოგახსენებთ ამ კონფერენციის მსვლელს. ჩემი პირველი გამოსვლა აქ. პროექტს რაც შეეხება სახელწოდება მისი ბუნება მბრძანებელია. ვიმუშავე დაწყებითის მასწავლებელთან ერთად ირინე გუდაძესთან და ჩემს მოსწავლესთან მერვე კლასელთან მარიამ ჯაბადართან. წარადგენს პროექტს მარიამ ჯაბადარი. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ყურადღებისთვის და გავაგრძელებთ ერთმანეთთან თანამშრომლობას.
აუცილებლად ქალბატონო ნონა, წარმატებები. გელოდებით ასევე ინდოეთშიც.
ვისაუბრებთ მაგაზე თუ ძალიან შემაძლევს იცი.
კარგი, წარმატებები თქვენს მოსწავლეს.
Hello everyone. Firstly, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to participating in this conference. It's ever taking part in the international conference. My name is Mariam Jabadari. I study at 159th public school. I'm currently in the 8th grade and really want to share my experience about participating in the project. I have experienced occasional internet problems. Sorry in advance. Nature is a ruler, project leaders, leading teacher of Georgian language and literature, philology, Dr. Nona Ambokadze. Last year, I, along with my two teachers, Nona Ambokadze and Irina Gudadze, carried out the project named Nature is the Ruler. This project meant a lot to me because not my teachers and meetings where we discussed the ideas by which we could carry out this project. This was a huge experience for me because I developed my organization skills. It would be great if others in the process of organizing particular project. And I really want to thank my teachers for giving me a chance to do this. Part in this project, there will pupils from both the primary and secondary schools. Not only them, but also teachers and members of school council. The purpose of this project was in the particular, the provision that includes the 15 principles of sustainable development, Earth's ecosystems, and improving collaborative skills in the school community. Now, I would like to talk about the activities that we carried out throughout. Within the project, elementary school students studied literature that were directly related to the topic of protection of environment, including Kuchi by Wajib Shavela, Reva Zinanishuli's Red Maple, Shavela, Dry Beach, and others. Students prepared presentation regarding the preservation of the environment. We presented this presentation to football players of the primary school. Also, students along with parents created models of the novels that they studied. On the top, Nature is the Ruler. I was one of judges during this competition, and along with teachers and members of the school council, we selected the winner of the competition, who was awarded with a certificate. We also had a meeting with the guests. At the end of the project, all students participating in the project took part in the process of cleaning the schoolyard. We also planted plants together. I would like to thank my teachers for giving me a chance. I would like to thank Inga Kharchilava for doing such a great job and for encouraging and motivating students to be better. She makes us realize that the possibilities are endless. This experience gained within the project will follow me until the end of my life. I'm sure that environmentalist, and together we will save the world. I believe in it. Thanks for your attention.
Yes, of course, of course. Oh my God.
Madlaba, Maria.
გილოცავთ, კალბატონონა. საოცარი პრეზენტაცია იყო, როგორც ველოდით.
ეცადეთ. პირველი ნაბიჯებია, ვიმედოვნებ უკეთესი კიდევ იქნება. უღრმესი მადლობა თქვენ.
მართლაც აღფრთოვანებული ვარ ამ პრეზენტაციით.
Diana, tell us something.
Yes, what to say? I'm enjoying in this presentation of the students and really proud on all students and the teachers who are here today sharing with us. Really, really amazing. A big clap and to our great audience. Also, we have so many audience with us. Even it is very late, all are with us. Great. A marvelous event.
Yes, real.
Thank you.
Kakaber, where is Kakaber?
Kakaber have, I don't know. He's not here.
Yes, he is here. But
he's here.
Yes, you see that Kakaber.
He have training. I think now he joined. Guess me? Ჩვენი ბატონო კახაბერი. Oh, I think
nothing.
ბატონო კახაბერი გესმით ჩვენი? I think Okay.
We don't hear you, no.
Yes, because he have training. Okay. Go ahead, Ellen, please. We have also so wonderful teachers, students writing.
Yeah. We have a next speaker. It is Miss Nona Mbokadze.
No,
teacher.
Ellen, please. So we have Nona Mbokadze. I
Nona
think
is finished.
yes, it's finished.
We have beautiful teachers. Eka
kharchilava.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry.
And
dear.
other Eka kharchilava.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello from Georgia. My
Hello.
greeting to everyone. I am Inga. I am an English teacher. I have been teaching English in Martiri Municipality Public School of Salfino for 12 years. First of all, I would like to express my greatest respect and gratitude for organizers of International Internship University. I want to thank the Georgian team, to Dr. Inga Kharchilava, Mr. Kaha Bertakadadze, Maria Mamagulashvili, and Nino Tsarsidze. You gave me the opportunity to present our project at the international conference. My colleague, Tamna Gulordava, and I jointly planned a project that serves the principles of sustainable development. My student, 11th grader, Ani Basilaya, will share a presentation. Ani, are you ready? Can you hear me?
Hello, everybody.
We
I'm
are ready. Yes.
I am 11th grade and I want to share you my presentation and I hope it will be interesting and productive for you.
Of course, of course.
Okay,
Good luck,
let's start.
dear.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, got it then.
Okay, let's start. Just
Yes, super. Yes.
Sorry.
კარგი, თუ არ დიდდება, ისე იყოს, ანა. არ დაიბნე? თავიდან გავაზიაროთ. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
We try to awaken the love of nature and environmental protection in students and focus on such problematic issues and important activities corresponding to the 17 goals of sustainable development, such as environmental protection, overcoming poverty, biodiversity, air pollution, water resources management and sustainable management, waste management and climate change. We created an Eco Club Salfino at the school. First of all, the students themselves created a calendar of environmental and green days where they selected the activities to be carried out during the days that they celebrated with other students. The member of the Eco Club Salfino planned a cleaning week at the school, which is related to the goals of sustainable development, 13 countermeasures against climate change, and 50 ecosystem of the earth, and called on students of different classes to clean several objects around the school. For example, schoolyard, kindergarten building, as well as the house of the culture of the village and the center of the village. Cleaning week. Biodiversity is the most valuable and at the same time the most undervalued resources, Edward Wilson. The next activity that we carried out was guided by textbook, environmental and agriculture education in the school. Book to biodiversity production. This activity is related to the 50 goals of sustainable development. In particular, we focused on the terrestrial ecosystem, green cover, and we choose the forest as the lungs of the earth as the project topic. The students search for the information about biodiversity, what's the importance of the forest in this production of biodiversity and environmental in general, why the area of the forest is decreasing and how to save it from deforestation, what types of trees are common in the forest of Georgia. Forest biodiversity of the Georgia. The next activity serve biodiversity and the 40th and 50th goals of sustainable development. In particular, we focus on the Red Book and Red List of Georgia. The students search for information about the Red Book of why this book is created, and in particular, which animals and birds are included in the Red List of Georgia. The students created presentation and the final wall newspaper were presented as a product. Red Book and Red List of Georgia. The next activity we carried out and the whole school was actively involved. These were several activities within the framework of Niko Ketshoveli School Award. In particular, our school on the initiative of my students were involved in the branding campaign, Don't Cut It, Plant It, within the framework of which up to 250 decorating Christmas trees were planted in the school yard, which is related to sustainable development. Target 30, climate change, action 50, Earth ecosystems. Don't cut it, trim. The next activity addresses the next sustainable development goal 3, health and well-being. The students created a correct food plate filled in a food pyramid, made a presentation on a healthy lifestyle and various factors affecting it. Finally, created a recipe for my health and meal and distributed flyers for the wall newspaper Non-Smoking Georgia in the school space. Pupils created leaflets and distributed them around the school. This is a food pyramid. Let's say no smoking. We created a presentation in the wall newspaper on this topic. Next is English project. The topic is bullying. What is bullying? Bullying is when someone says or does things to have power over another person, making that person feel afraid, upset, or uncomfortable. This is unwanted, aggressive behavior, generally repeated. It includes name-calling, put-downs, particle jokes, saying and writing nasty things, sexual comments, including or ignoring others, threats, demanding property, physical abuse, and forcing others to do things which they want to do. Bullying can happen at school or through the internet, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is becoming more commonplace as most students have access to the internet. This means that bullying can extend to outside of the school, after school hours, even when you are not physically near the bullies. How does bullying affect me? Everyone reacts to bullying in different ways. You may feel sad, angry, anxious, uncomfortable, worried, or scared if you are being bullied. You may have difficulty sleeping, may not feel like eating or hanging out with your friends. You may even feel that you no longer want to go to school anymore. If you feel that something is wrong and you are not happy, you should speak with someone who can help you, like a teacher, counselor, or other trusted friend or family member. The next integrated project, Natural Science and English, Bacteria and Virus, how to protect ourselves during this disease. The students made a presentation in Georgian and English and created a wall newspaper. The project on bullying, no violence, an anti-bullying club has been created in the school, which implements various projects in this direction. Solidarity with Ukraine, this is another project. It's impossible not to touch one on the next goal of sustainable development, such as ensuring 12 sustainable consumption and production, the topic of waste management. We devoted several lessons to this topic, what kind of waste there is, how to sort waste, what kind of waste we encounter, how to reduce and reuse waste, and another, as a result of which the students themselves expressed their desire to start a campaign, Save the Trees in the School, and we started collecting waste paper. We have started sale of plastic caps, which we will hand over the Georgian campaign team, which manufacture transmissions. The next project that was implemented in our school was related to the 17 goals of sustainable development, actions against climate change, and 12 sustainable consumption and production, namely waste management. As part of the project, students visited the Zugdidi Dadiani Palace, where they created different characters from second-hand, already used plastic bottles and old newspapers. So a presentation on waste processing and environmental protection, took part in the discussion, watched videos on the mentioned issues. For quality education, 5, gender equality, 3 December 3rd is the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. My goal was to make students aware of this topic, that limited ability does not exist. Differences is a norm. We don't recognize disabilities. We choose equal opportunities. The next sustainable development goals are 1, eradicating poverty, and 2, zero hunger. March 26, Earth Hour, students create posters and call on residents to turn off their electricity for 1 hour. Cleaning action, in which the employees of the administrative unit of Salhino and the YES were also involved. Cleaning action, April 22, Earth Day, and thank you for attention. I hope it was interesting.
Yes, very interesting presentation. Thank you very much, Ms. Eka, for such as amazing presentation. You are a role model teacher, and I was very interested in your activities. It is now the 21st century, and the technique is this style is the best for children to learn more. Thank you for this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Annie. We are proud of you. Annie, can you hear me? You are
Thank you very
super
much.
girl. Wow, wonderful. Big clap. Thank you. Thank you, dear Eka. Really amazing job. We're proud of you also. Okay.
მოგესალმებით ორიოდე სიტყვით ზურგფასო კოლექტივო მსმენელებო, მე ვარ ბესიკულორ დავასახელობის მარტვილის მუნიციპალიტეტის სოფელ სალხინოს საჯარო სკოლის ბუნებისმეტყველების მასწავლებელი, ამავე სკოლის ეკოსკოლის და ეკოკლუბის ხელმძღვანელი. პირველ რიგში მინდა ძალიან დიდი მადლობა გადაგიხადოთ ქალბატონო ინგა თქვენ, ქალბატონო ნადა, ქალბატონო მარიამ, ნინო, ბატონო კახაბერ, აი ამ დიდი შესაძლებლობისთვის, რომ მოგვეცით საშუალება ჩვენი რაღაც მცირედი გამოცდილება გაგვიზიარებინა თქვენთვის და ჩვენი ხმა გაგვეჟღერებინა მსოფლიოს მასშტაბით. სკოლაში, როგორც უკვე აღნიშნა ანიმ, გვაქვს ეკოკლუბი და ვცდილობთ სხვადასხვა აქტივობები განვახორციელოთ მდგრადი განვითარების 17 მიზნის მიმართულებით. სწორედ ეს მიმართულება არის ერთ-ერთი პრიორიტეტი ჩვენი სკოლისთვის. და ამით ვცდილობთ გარემოს დაცვის საკითხებში ჩვენი მცირედი წვლილი შევიტანოთ. კიდევ ერთხელ გიხდით მადლობას და ყველა გამოსვლას ვილოცავ წარმატებულ გამოსვლას.
ჩვენ კი ხელი შევუწყეთ იმ ფაქტს, რომ აი თქვენი შრომა არა მარტო საქართველოს მასშტაბით გაეცნოთ, არამედ მთელი სოფლიოს масштабით და გვეამაყებით. გააგრძელეთ ეს საოცარი მუშაობა.
უღრმესი მადლობა.
Thank you so much. გილოცავთ. Okay, Elaine, go ahead.
Okay, we have the next speaker, and our next speaker is Miss Nino Khomasoridze. Stage is yours.
Hello, I am Nino Khomasoridze, a teacher of Public School of Khomakele. I would like to thank Miss Inga and all of you for giving me opportunity to participate in this conference and show you the project I worked on with my students and raise awareness about sustainable development. My village Supsa is located in the west of Georgia near the Black Sea and Supsa River. There are terminals here that transport flow through underwater pipes. So that's why we decided to learn about the water situations and made a project about water pollution. Now my student, Elene Khabeishvili. Elene, are you here?
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Hello, a student of the 9th grade of my school. She is a very smart student and will talk about this project and show us a clip which we done. Okay, Helena.
Hello, my name is Ellen. I study at Maghreb Public School and I'm in 9th grade. And today I'm going to speak about the water pollution. And now I'm going to share my screen. Wait.
Beautiful, Ellen, and smart. Good luck.
Thank you. Can you see?
Yes.
We all know that nowadays biggest problem is the pollution. Pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Pollutants can be volcanic ash. They can also be created by human activities such as trash or runoff produced by factories. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land. The three major types of pollution are air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Our main topic is the water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water sources by substances which make the water unusable for drinking, cooking, cleaning, swimming, and other activities. Pollutants include chemicals, trash, bacteria, and parasites. All forms of pollution eventually make their way to water. Unfortunately, the water pollution is discovered in almost everywhere, in every country. One of those countries is Georgia. The 2021 OECD Water Policy Outlook report reveals that untreated sewage is one of the most prominent pollutants of Georgia. Notably, diseases such as Botkin disease and typhoid are still spread by untreated sewage water. This is what water pollution looks like. Awful, is not it? So to avoid this kind of situations and keep water clean, we should not just throw away trash into the water, especially these plastics. Also, industries have many negative effects on the water. The consequence of this industrial waste water pollution is that fish and other creatures become ill and some die. How should we prevent water pollution? Here's the answer of this question. Use water sparingly, which means we should turn off water when we don't need it. Don't throw away trash into the water. If you live near the sea, try to often clean the rubbish, which is on the beach. Pick up a litter and throw it away in a garbage can and etc. Water pollution also contributes in the global warming. To avoid this activity, which is very dangerous for humans and any other air habitats, we should follow the tips I wrote. Protect the land, air, water, and the whole earth in order to live safely and peacefully on our planet. And now I want to share a project, a video which we made during our project. Can you see it?
It's coming. Yes, now see.
Okay.
ამას მუსიკა აქვს?
დიახ.
თავიდან რო გააზიარო, რომ მონიშნო? აი ნახე, სანამ გააზიარებ, მონიშნე. და იყოს უყურებ ჩვეულებრივად. Very interesting activity, yes.
Yes, it is really great. Wonderful students.
Yes. Wow. Like, yes. So amazing work, really.
Okay, there is some problem with voice. It's very bad.
Hamida sanam gaziere pek taraysa nishnuva da imasida. Ara ushacham. Without developers, we see everything. We work. Wow.
How to save the earth.
Yes, great.
It's okay, Elena. Stop video.
It's a great job. Great. Really wonderful. Amazing teacher, amazing students. You make a really amazing and very important presentation. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ella.
Thank you.
No, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. მართლაც არის ამუშაოა, ხედავთ ამას ჩვენ ყველაფერს და ვამაყობთ თქვენით. Helen?
დიდი მადლობა. წარმატებები. Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed your presentation. You are the best students and you do the best job. And I'm glad that you have such an amazing talent. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much.
The next speaker is Eka Sepiashvili, and the student is Mariam Ochiashvili.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my colleagues from Georgia and also colleagues from different countries and students as well. To be honest, you all were excellent presenters. I'm Inga, an English teacher from Georgia. First of all, thank you, dear Inga Kharchilava, for this opportunity to share our experience with the teachers and students of other countries. As you all know, education for sustainable development is a constant process of teaching and learning. In order to help our students understand the importance of sustainable world, we should teach them how to consider problems from different points of view, encourage them to think about sustainable development issues, not only in the classrooms, but also in non-formal education system. And one of the best ways to do this is to involve in international conferences. Now you will listen to the presentations of my students. They will introduce themselves. Good luck, my dears. Mariam, share your presentation, please.
Hello, good luck, Mariam. And Thank you so much, dear Eka, dear Nada. She writing class at 3-hour house. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. She have 4 students. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Best wishes. Thank you so much. We
Thanks
are
a lot.
waiting.
Thanks a lot.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mariam Kochiashvili. I am 15 years old and I'm from Georgia, specifically from Dedoplistikaro. I study in 10th grade at public school number 1. And before I begin with the presentation, I just want to thank everybody for this amazing opportunity. I'm so honored to be able to share my knowledge and my opinions with you. And now I'm going to share my presentation. Wait. Can you see it?
Yes, dear. Yes.
Yes. So for today, I have prepared a presentation about sustainable development goals, particularly the third goal, which is good health and well-being. But before I begin with the main topic, I want to emphasize the significance of each goal. As we know, in 2015, the United Nations created 17 sustainable development goals and aimed to achieve them by 2030. With the help of these goals, the world peace and prosperity will be ensured for everyone, despite their age, gender, race, and so on, all while reducing climate change and preserving our oceans, forests, and the whole environment in general. And we know that this is really important because over the past few years, there has been a tremendous change in our climate. For the next slide, I have inserted a video that evidently demonstrates the goals of sustainable development. Now let's talk about good health and well-being. Well, I didn't want my presentation to be typical, so that's why I searched some statistics. And according to statistics, nowadays, many people still suffer from diseases that are easy to prevent due to the fact that appropriate treatment is not available to them. And this situation has deteriorated even more over the last few years. In addition, too many people are being pushed into poverty to pay for healthcare out of their own pockets, and too many people are unable to get the health services they need. Now let's get into the details even more, shall we? In 2013, over 40% of all pregnant women were not receiving early antenatal care, and in 2015, there were 216 deaths per 100,000 live births, and that's a huge number. Then at least half of the world's population still do not have full coverage of essential health services, and an estimated 19.7 million people were impoverished by out-of-pocket healthcare spending in 2010. In 2016, 1 in 10 children worldwide did not receive their first dose of tetanus vaccine, and increases in rates of diabetes have been substantial, rising by around 43% over the past 23 years. As you can see, these numbers are terribly high. So that's why the United Nations has defined 13 targets and 28 indicators for SDG 3, which is Sustainable Development Goal number 3. These targets vary and include not only healthcare, but also education about healthcare. The third goal is solely focused on ending all preventable deaths, preventing and treating substance abuse, reducing road injuries, and most importantly, ensures grand universal access to sexual and reproductive healthcare, and helps raise awareness among young adults about the dangers of young pregnancy and so on. Now I have a great desire to talk about elderly people. The third goal means that every elderly person will be insured with appropriate medical care and treatments without having to worry that their pension is not going to be enough for education. Nevertheless, our grandparents deserve everything, as they are the reason why we have come so far in this life. So don't hesitate when trying to change the world into a better place, and fully consider the sustainable goals in order to provide a better future for our kids and grandkids. And yes, one day we will all be considered as elders, so we have to take actions if we have a desire to live a healthy and carefree years of old age. But we must remember the role of developed countries. In order to achieve these targets, we need great support from developed countries, such as provision of vaccines, medical staff, medicine, and etc. Now, many people ask, how can I help? How can each of you help? There are other things and some things that you should never do. For instance, you should never ignore this problem and think that it is a waste of time and money. You should never think that this situation has nothing to do with you and that your participation is useless. Instead, help raise awareness about the importance of good health among people. Help local organizations resolve the problem and reach their voice out in the world. Help financially and mentally, and always remember that your involvement can change the world. Then I wanted to write some motivational and inspirational phrases, such as that we will only reach the desired goal together, and that you're not alone and you can make a huge difference in this world. So never hesitate while trying to change the world into a better place. Thank you for watching. I hope that it was interesting. And now next, my dear friend Tekla Popiashvili is going to share her presentation.
Yes, please continue. You are so amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tekla Popiashvili. I'm from Georgia, Didoplisbaro. I'm 16 years old and studied 11th grade. And to begin with, I also would like to thank you for this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts. To begin with, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. To begin with, I'm going to talk about Goal 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institution. First, what is this presentation about? This information aims to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions to all levels. Then let's talk about the target. What about the target? The target looks for a world where people can live peacefully, away from the risk of being victims of violence and murder. But there is so many social determinants of health related. The first is migration. I'm gonna put this there. First, migration due to violence increases risk of people to suffer non-communicable diseases such as psychosocial disorders, reproductive health problems, higher newborn mortality, drug abuse, and among others. Second is corruption. This is another way of systematic violence. Due to this, systems for financial risk protection are undermined and people's access to quality health services is limited. Third is wars. Common problem to live in next context with constant violence can impact negatively mental health, causing depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, or even worse, suicide. Fourth is a social status. Discrimination according to social status, ethnicity, or cultural is a way of violence that limits people for accessing to healthcare services. Their health, therefore, their health is affected. There is some problems. Also, the world is witnessing largest number of violent conflict since 1946. A quarter of the global population lives in conflict-affected countries. Also, 1/3 of the world's population, also mostly women, fear walking alone the night in the streets. Until 2022, 100 million people had been displaced worldwide due to violence, and it also delays economic growth. And what is being done currently for fighting the problem? It includes a wide range of activities, such as ensuring freedom of expression, access to justice, respect of human rights, reduction of inequalities, and elimination of social exclusion. So thank you so much for your interest and attention. And now my friend will show you her expression.
Wow, thank you so much, Tekla. Thank you. Amazing presentation.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Ani.
My name is Anne. I am Anna Pirosmanashvili. I am from Georgia, in particular from Dedovlistaro. I am in 11th grade, and today I will talk about inclusive education. It's included in Sustainable Development Goal 4. And now I will share my presentation.
Yes, please.
Can you see?
Yes. Got it. I see.
Education. Definition of inclusion. Inclusion is an educational approach within which an educational system provides quality education for all children and adolescents, preschool, general education, and professional training institutions, spite of students' physical, cognitive, social, emotional, linguistic, and other characteristics. Inclusion is not a new concept in education. It means that all students attended and are welcomed by their neighborhood school in age appropriate regular classes and are supported to learn, contribute, and participate in all aspects of the life of the school. Inclusive education is about how we develop and design our schools, classrooms, programs, and activities so that all students learn and participate together. An equally accessible learning process in school, taking into account individual educational needs and abilities. Inclusive education confers variety and the need for diversity in process of teaching the students. These are exclusion, segregation, integration, inclusion, and teaching diversity. The best opportunities for inclusive education. These are physical environment, human resource, curriculum, methods of teaching and communication. Values of inclusive education. The difference is normal. Every person is individual with opportunities and needs. Everyone has their own interest and talent in a particular direction. Assisting healthy society building. Inclusive education contributes to the social integration of children and the growth of independence. Dynamism, innovation, and the possibility. Inclusive education is innovative, which undergoes changes. Objectives, social integration of students, the presence of such a child with his peers in the learning space, namely at school, is one of the important stages of social integration, revealing and developing children's interests and abilities. It means that based on the observation of the child, his or her interests and abilities are revealed. Mental and physical development of children. Development requires many things such as qualified teachers, diverse resources, and so on. Creating equal conditions for students. The school administration organizes the creation of equal conditions for the child. Types of inclusive education. Full turn-on, it means that when a child attends all classes and studies with an individual curriculum. Partial inclusion, it means that when a child attends part of the subjects on an individual schedule, and a specialized class, it means then that children of homogeneous ability study together. For example, people with autism spectrum, people with hearing impairment, and so on. Terms: a child with special educational needs and a child with a disability. Common attitudes is in society: fear, pity, avoid, unworthiness, excessive care, and so on. It is necessary to raise awareness to that there is no fear, avoidance, and so on. We must accept each child as she or he is. Specialists who are involved in education, inclusive education. These are special education teacher, psychologists, language and speech specialists, occupational therapists, personal assistants, and others. And the resource room space in the school that is available to teachers, for specialists involved in inclusive education, and for students. There are many resources. These are toys, computer, books, stationery, blogs, and other place. And thank you for your attention. Now the next presenter is Mariam Toklikishvili.
Thank you, Dia.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariam Toklikishvili. I'm from Georgia, the Dobis Aro, and I go to public school number 1. And I'm actually really glad to have an opportunity to talk about one of the most important topics in the world today, which is the Sustainable Development Goals. And to be precise, I'll be talking about the last summited goal of sustainable development, which is cooperation for the same goals. I'll share my screen right now. Can you see it?
Yes, dear.
The Sustainable Development is a set of 17 goals and 116 indicators that all UN member states agree to in order to achieve a better and more sustainable future. Here are all the Sustainable Development Goals, and I'm pretty sure that most of you know about all of the goals, and I want to talk about the last goal. The Sustainable Development Goals address the challenges we face today, which are hunger, poverty, inequality, global and environmental problems. They are closely related to each other, and to make sure that no one is left behind, they are supposed to be met by the year 2030. Encouraging partnerships between different sectors is one of the various directions that the Global Agreement Georgia Network, GCNG in short, actively works on, and tries to actively share the benefits of partnership with different sectors, because many facts prove that working together on something brings better results with more benefits. Now let's talk about the 17th goal itself: strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. When someone's talking about this topic, a presenter might get a question like, why does this matter? In the light of consequences of the global COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen that strengthening multilateralism and global partnerships are important than ever when we are to solve the world's problems. The Sustainable Development Goals remain a framework for building back better. We need everyone to come together, government, civil society, scientists, academia, and private sector. And why does this matter to me? We're all in this together. The agenda with its 17 goals is universal and calls for action by all countries, both developed and developing countries, to ensure no one is left behind. The 17 goals have a few targets, 19 targets in total to be specific, and these are the targets: mobilize resources to improve domestic revenue collection, implement all development assistance commitments, mobilize financial resources for developing countries, assist developing countries in attaining debt sustainability, invest in least developed countries, knowledge sharing and cooperation for access to science, technology, and innovation, promote sustainable technologies to developing countries, strengthen the science, technology, and innovation capacity for least developed countries, promote a universal trading system under the WTO, increase the exports of developing countries, remove trade barriers for least developed countries, enhance global macroeconomic stability. enhance policy coherence for sustainable development, respect national leadership to implement policies for the sustainable development goals, enhance the global partnership for sustainable development, encourage effective partnerships, enhance availability of reliable data, and further develop measurements of progress. What can we do to help? This is actually one of the most important questions that a presenter might get. So here are the answers. Join or create a group in your local community that seeks to mobilize action on the implementation of the SDGs. Encourage your governments to partner with businesses for the implementation of the SDGs. Register your initiatives on the SDGs Partnerships platform to inform, educate, network, and be inspired. Find a Global 17 charity you want to support. Any donation, whether it's a big or a small one, can make a difference. Support export by buying products from developing countries. Stay informed, follow your local news, and stay in touch with the global goals online or on social media. You can contribute through various projects to achieve the goals by 2030. Other goals can only be met if we work together. International investments is needed to ensure innovative technological development, fair trade, and market access, especially for developing countries. To build a better world, we need to be supportive, empathetic, inventive, passionate, and above all, cooperative. A strong international cooperation is needed now more than ever to ensure that countries have the means to achieve the SDGs. That's all I had to say about sustainable development and the 70th goal. I hope it was interesting for you. Now I want to show you some of the projects me and my schoolmates have done, initiated by our teacher, Eka Sepiashvili. We have an English speaking club, and here is the logo of it. We've done a conference about the sustainable development, and here are some of the pictures of us doing presentations. We made presentations about different and really important topics. We've also participated in a weather week with other 160 countries, and we've also participated in the Pulses Plants Week. And here are the certificates of them. And we are also friends with Glory Future Foundation and take part in teaching kids from Bangladesh some important topics. We participate in taking care of their education and communication with them. We have recently recorded videos talking about some important topics, for example, the sustainable development, tolerance, and even Georgian folk dances. My schoolmate, Mariam Chubinze, has performed a Bangladesh national dance. Here are some of the photos of her dancing. And that's all I had to say today. Thank you for your attention.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you so much, dear Eka. We are proud of you. მართლაც საოცარი, როგორი მობილიზებულები იყვნენ თქვენი მოსწავლეები, როგორი საოცარი პრეზენტაციები წარადგინეს. მართლა საოცარი და გასაოცარი იყო პირდაპირ. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა.
ძალიან დაიღალნენ.
მით უმეტეს აღნიშნე მე ზუსტად ეს ვქარი ჩვენ ძვირფას პროფესორ ნადას, რომ 3 საათი გველოდებოდნენ და ესე არ ვიცი რა, ხთოვანებული ვარ ნამდვილად.
მადლობა თქვენ, ასეთი ნაყოფიერი საღამოსთვის. Thank you for such a fruitful evening. You are doing a great job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, dear Nada.
I think that Georgia now, midnight, and educators and students are still very active. So that needs a big clap for all. Really, night work. Wonderful. Really, it was an amazing conference. All eminent guest speakers, teachers, students. So IIU Youth Voice and IIU Europe Conference, always the best. I'm proud of my sister, Dr. Inga Kharchilava. Great work, Elena, you were amazing. And all our great Nino. But today, you know who disappoint me? Kakaber. Nothing from Kakaber. No word from Kakaber.
Kakaber, I don't know. Can you hear me? Kakaber.
Here comes. Kakaber, please say something at the end.
Kesmiş çönüm.
He don't hear us today. He don't hear us nothing.
I don't know what's happened. Okay, dear Shalale. Can you hear me? How are you?
You know, Inga, I am just speechless. It was so incredible, really. I'd like to thank every presenter, every amazing teacher and their talented students for their contributions, for making today's event so incredible. Thank you, all of you. And most importantly, big thanks go to IIU, go to IIU's incredible team and its founder, Sir Piyush Pandit, for inviting all of us.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sorry. Okay, for uniting all of us around such a noble goal of preserving our planet for the next generations. Thank you. And also, I would like to thank our wonderful audience for their prominent support and encouragement. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, we have also so many teachers. Ძალიან გთხოვთ გითხარით რამე.
We still have 70 here watching us.
Oh,
Great.
Thank you. We have also I10 correctly. Tell us something from Azerbaijan.
Teacher I10, can you hear me?
You are muted, dear.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I would like to thank every one of you and all the organizers, Mr. Piyush Pandit and dear Inga, Dr. Inga Kharchilava, and all of you, and every one of you, and the audience, and all the presenters. It was so great, so amazing, so interesting. I watched every presentation with great interest. The students were so amazing, and also the teachers, their teachers and their talented students. And I was so amazed to see so much talented students and our youth so willing to contribute and doing everything. And here I heard I can say inspirational talks that feeling confident. And thank you, every one of you. I'm so proud and delighted to taking part here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Diana, that we have West. I don't know. Oh, yes. Dr. Srivitka.
Yeah, but yes, Dr. Srividya is with us.
Can you
Dr.
hear me?
Srividya?
Yes. You want me to on the camera, or is it okay if I'm going to just continue? It is just a fabulous session. Big congratulations to Ms. Nada, Dr. Nada, and Dr. Inga. I think we should put our hands together for the whole team of IIU. Really, really amazing, fabulous students. We started with a note of inspiration in the beginning of the session, but it has taken beyond that. Believe me, it has taken just beyond that. How you know it's midnight, as Ms. Nada was mentioning, it's just midnight. But irrespective of the time, irrespective of the country where we are, it doesn't trouble us. The other outside influence, whether day or night or wherever, whichever part of the globe, we are not disturbed by that at all. Even a bit, we were not disturbed by that. We just on the focus, on the mission that we are delivering to the goods to the society, and it's for the sake of the society. It's just brilliant. Fabulous students, amazing presentations, outstanding teachers. What else can I say? Really, hats off, just hats off. Let's all put our hands together, all of you, those who are all in the scene. I want to see both your hands go up, go up. Let's give a pat ourselves for us on our shoulders. And really, with due respects to Mr. Piyush Pandit, the man behind the show. And his mission is that right to education, education for all, anytime, anywhere, any point of the world, wherever they are, it should be there for them. And no one should be deprived of it. And that's how this online virtual education is going on. And this is one good example of it. This youth conference is just one example of it, that we have reached the world. We have reached the world. We have conveyed to the world that we are capable of doing it. The right to education, that is the main motto. And the quality education, inclusive education, equitable education, working in collaboration under one motto. Really fabulous. Hats off to you, team. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so delighted to be here. And I would love to be in every single youth conference. There's so much of potential in you all, and we should take it up. We should. Really. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Srividya. Thank you.
Thank you,
We are
Nada.
really
You made me
thankful
so
that you
young
are
today.
Yes,
made
we
me
are
so
thankful
young
you are with us the whole conference. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Fabulous. Thank
Okay. Congratulations all. And Ellen, please. And now I think it's finished. Oh,
Okay.
1 minute, Ellen, 1 minute. Dear Nino, Mariam, Kakhaber, I don't know if can you hear me, Kakhaber? Gwitcharit rame? Oh, Kakhaber.
my God.
ეხლა მოგესალმებით ყველას. ფრაგმენტულად ვადევნებდით თვალყურს დღევანდელ კონფერენციას და ძალიან კარგი პრეზენტატორები გვყავდა. ყველას ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო.
That is the word. Salyabata. What is that?
Ძალიან, very good presentation we have today.
Yes. პირველ რიგში რა თქმა უნდა ძალიან დიდი მადლობა საერთაშორისო სტაჟირების უნივერსიტეტს IIU-ს, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ბატონ პეუშ პანდიტს, რომელმაც მოგცა მსოფლიოს მასშტაბით საშუალება მასწავლებლებს და მოსწავლეებს, რა თქმა უნდა, რომ ერთმანეთს გაუზიაროთ ჩვენი გამოცდილება მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნებთან დაკავშირებით. პირველ რიგში არ მიწყეთ თუ ქალბატონ ნადას განსაკუთრებულ მადლობას ვეტყვი, რომელიც ქართველი მასწავლებლების უახლოესი მეგობარი და ყოველთვის ჩვენს გვერდით არის და ამხნევებს ჩვენ სპიკერებს. რა თქმა უნდა, დიდი პატივისცემით მოვიკითხავ ჩვენს აზერბაიჯანელა მასწავლებლებს და აზერბაიჯანელ სპიკერებს, რომლებიც ფანტასტიკურად წარდგნენ დღევანდელ კონფერენციაზე. რა თქმა უნდა, ქალბატონი ინგა, რომელიც არის ევროპის დირექტორი და ზრუნავს არა მარტო ქართველი მასწავლებლების და მოსწავლეების წინსვლაზე, არამედ ევროპის მასშტაბით და მსოფლიოს მასშტაბით აკეთებს ამას. ქალბატონი მარიამი, რომელიც ყოველთვის ჩვენთან ერთად არის და ქალბატონი ნინო და ზოგადად ყველანაირ ყოლება თუ შეიძლება შეიქმნას ვებინარის მიმდინარეობის დროს წამში ახერხებენ და რა თქმა უნდა მასწავლებლები და მოსწავლეები, რომლებიც აი მე ძალიან ამაყი ვარ, როდესაც უსმენ განსაკუთრებით ქართველ მასწავლებლებს, როგორი საინტერესო პრეზენტაციები აქვს და ყველა სოფლიო მასშტაბით მასწავლებლების სახელით უდიდეს მადლობას ვუხდი პატარა ელენე შალამბერიძეს, პატარას ასაკობრივად, თორე ისე თქვენს ხედავთ, ზოგადად როგორი მოდერატორი არის, როგორ ბრწყინვალედ მიყავს ეს ჩვენი გადაცემები. მოგიკითხავ ელენე, დიდი სიყვარულით, დიდი პატივისცემით და კიდევ უფრო მეტ და დიდ წარმატებებს გისურვებ. ყველას ძალიან დიდი
მადლობა.
So many words our great Kakaber can say in 1 minute.
Kakaber is very happy. Kakaber, I don't know.
Kakaber is ready for the bike up.
Yes, Kakaber is ready for a bike up. Kakaber, ხომ ხართ მზად იმ დოეთში წასაბრძანებლად?
რა თქმა უნდა, წინ გველოდება ძალიან საინტერესო და შედეგზე ორიენტირებული ინდოეთის ტური.
Dear Nada, we inviting you.
Yes.
Okay, გისმენთ ქალბატონო ნინო.
ილოცავთ კიდევ ერთი წარმატებული კონფერენცია შედგა ძალიან ამაყივარ ნამდვილად მადლობას მოვახდენეთ საერთაშორისო სტაჟირების უნივერსიტეტის დამფუძნებელს ბატონ პეუშპანდიტს ამ შესაძლებლობისთვის განსაკუთრებულ მადლობას გადავხდი მე დავეთანხმები ბატონ კახაბერს და ქალბატონ ნადას აი ამ მხარდაჭერისთვის ჩვენ ყოველთვის ვქნოთ მართლაც მის მხარდაჭერას ჩვენს საამაყო ქალბატონ ინგა ხარჩილავას, ბატონ კახაბერ ჩაკვეტაძეს და მარიამ მამაგულაშვილს, რომელიც დღეს თვითონ იყო და არაჩვეულებრივი გამოცდილება გაგვიზიარა კიდევაც იმ შრომის გარდა, რასაც ის მართლა ყოველდღიურად და ელენემ შესანიშნავად აღნიშნა ეს არ შემიძლია რომ არ თქვა ძალიან კარგად ანალიზი გაუკეთა მის საქმიანობას მადლობას ვუხდი აი ამ ანალიზისთვისაც ელენეს და იმისთვისაც რასაც ის აი ეს პატარა გოგონა ყოველდღიურად ჩვენთან ერთად მუქჩაუხრელად შრომობს და ამას მთელი მსოფლიო ხედავს მადლობას გადავუხდი თითოეულ მასწავლებელს თითოეულ მოსწავლეს ჩვენ ერთად ზრუნავთ ჩვენი მდგრადი მომავლისთვის და საამაყოა ნამდვილად აი ეს თაობა რასაც აკეთებს დღეს რომ ჩვენ მდგრადი მომავალი ვქონდეს აი ამ მიზნების მისაღწევად წარმატებებს გისურვებთ გილოცავთ კიდევ ერთხელ თითოეულ გამოსვლებს სპიკერს და მასწავლებლებს
Thank you dear Nino thank you for all what you are doing thank you
მეც ვიტყვი კიდევ ერთხელ მადლობას მადლობა უნივერსიტეტის დამაარსებელ პეუშპანდიტს ნადა რატკოვიჩს დიდი მადლობა ჩვენს საუკეთესო მოდერატორს მადლობა აზერბაიჯანელ მასწავლებლებს შალალე და ქართველ პედაგოგებს ჩემს საყვარელ მშრომელ ინგამ როგორც იცის ხოლმე და ქალბატონმა ნინომ ფუტკარივით მოფუსფუს ინგა კახაბერ ნინო მადლობა თქვენ და ჩვენო მომხსენებლებო პედაგოგებო მოსწავლებო საუკეთესოები ხართ ელენე ხომ მერვე საოცრებაა მადლობა ელენი ასეთი კარგი შვილობისთვის და კარგი მოსწავლეობისთვის და კარგი ადამიანობისთვის რასაც უძღვები ამდენ კარგ საქმეს მადლობა ყველას მადლობა
Thank you so
thank
much.
you thank you Miriam thank you
Dear Inga, can I say a word? I understand only one word, Didi Madloba, which means, I guess, thank you very much. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for all the pleasant words. Thank you for all the pleasant words. It's a pleasure to be cooperating with you. Really.
Yes, dear Nada, also dear Shalale, ready for BCAP.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And congratulations again. And Ellen, please.
Okay. And now the time has come to end our unforgettable conference today. It was truly the most important and amazing youth conference, made even more unique by our honored guests and teachers. Yes, today we are young people together, and with the help of our mentors, we are trying to change the world for the better. Nowadays, in the 21st century, life without the internet is unthinkable for all of us. It is worth nothing that humanity has existed and developed without computers for millions of years. Modern technologies are the greatest achievement of our society. Of course, the newest technologies have a lot of positive features. They help us to do any work faster. We communicate with each other through social networks. And even today, our conference is clear examples of this. thanks to Mr. Piyush Pandit, who created a unique university and united the whole world. Many thanks the project director, Ms. Inga, who also united Europe youth and not only young people. Dear Nada, and also participants and teachers and more. I want to wish you all success in your life. Once again, many thanks to all young people, teachers, and guests. To the IIU team, to all the participants who were with us during this time. Yes, I believe we'll do many good things together. IIU is the change. IIU bring the change. IIU is the revolution.
IIU is really revolution. Thank you and congratulations again. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's finished. Well done and big clap all of you. Thank you. Bravo.
Yes, bravo.
Bravo.